You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Even when it's supposed to be the whole bye period, you have a week off from NFL football. It's supposed to be college football season. The NFL, as always, finds a way to outdo themselves. Maybe they were saying, okay, these New Jersey releases, from the Cardinals and the Patriots and the Seahawks and the Rams and company, it just wasn't enough. We got to up the ante a little bit. Let's go ahead and get Micah Parsons to Green Bay. Unbelievable. Now, did I maybe hint it was going to happen, Hamby? Did I maybe say just because it's Jerry Jones and usually he signs his guys, did I maybe say there was a little emotion tied to this? I might have. Don't want to toot my own horn. If I want to do that, I would have went back and found the YouTube clip where I was talking about it. But you know what, man? I was at Halloween Horror Nights last night till midnight with my son. So,
Really?
Oh yeah, man. Last minute road trip to Halloween Horror Nights because his football game got canceled.
Oh, nice, man. That's
So opening night Halloween Horror Nights, backstage access, all you could eat, all you could drink, and it was only limited to like 7,000 people. Yeah, man. We hit it hard last night.
Not a baby.
We hit it hard. We hit it strong. I'm struggling right now, but hey, we got Micah Parsons to talk about. Hamby, what are your initial thoughts?
I mean, I think this is
Unprecedented?
I'm shocked.
Say it.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. I never thought this was really going to happen.
Sure.
I just didn't think. I mean, look. At the end of the day, I underrated how emotional Jerry Jones is, and
Sure.
I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
The feelings of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if Jerry Jones was strictly business, I don't think this deal gets done. And I thought he was, and I guess everybody else, I mean, we all know that Jerry Jones makes emotional decisions.
Sure.
I just didn't expect him to do it for his best player.
Yeah, and listen, I'm under the fact that like it was obvious. Right, he was going with the Jalen Ramsey playbook, same agent, David Magaletta. And by the way, props to that dude. Like, if I'm an NFL player now, if I'm getting drafted, Drew Rosenhaus used to be the guy. Oh, no, man. I'm hitting up Dave. I'm hitting up Dave if I'm a first-round pick because that guy gets you paid. Dave gets you paid. Put it on the list or whatever. But I understand people thought that Micah was going to come back to Dallas. Because the past is prologue. We've seen this before how many times with Ezekiel Elliott. We saw it with Dak Prescott. But what was different about this, and I think CeeDee Lamb too as well, but what was different about this situation is this all stemmed back in the preseason before, I think it was back during the combine and stuff, when Jerry Jones was running his mouth about Micah Parsons. And what did I say? I said, you can't do that. You can't do that when you're talking about your best player on your team. And yeah, maybe Dak's the quarterback. It's the most important position. Yes, I know CeeDee Lamb. It's an offensive-driven league. Make no mistake about it. Micah Parsons is your best football player, bar none. Not even up for debate. Not even up for Casey Kurtz to come in here and put the powdered wig on and let me and Brent go back and forth. Micah Parsons is the best football player on your team. And when you disrespect him, and question him from his quote-unquote player availability on a podcast, that's an issue. Players take that to heart, especially your best player. Like, look what happened with Jalen Ramsey here in Jacksonville. And it wasn't even like that. It wasn't like you had Tom Coughlin or Shad Khan going on a podcast and talking smack about Jalen Ramsey. Now, there were some discrepancies, obviously, in the locker room. There were some discrepancies in terms of how Jalen Ramsey felt. But it wasn't a cheap shot to maybe get your viewers up a little bit. So what'd you think was going to happen? What'd you think was going to happen when Micah Parsons goes, I don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy anymore? What did you think was going to happen when he was taking a nap on the sideline? Have we ever seen that before?
No.
Oh, by the way, your best player's doing it? What'd you think was going to happen? Oh, and then here, and if this wasn't good enough, let's come over the top with the trump card. My back's acting up. I want to get a second opinion. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, we know that all too well here in Jacksonville.
We know that all too well. It's the playbook. And guess what? When you're one of the best players, if not the best player, best young player, we'll say, at your position, You can get away with that. You think the Green Bay Packers are like, oh, I don't know, we're going to give up a lot to get him, but man, you saw the sideline stuff. You saw what he said about the Dallas Cowboys. They don't give a bleep. I almost swore, but I'm close to it. They don't care. That's part of doing business. So at the end of the day, and here's another thing. Hamby, how do you, because I've been seeing this narrative a lot, and I got into this last night with some friends while I was at Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm going through the Jason haunted house, and then I'm also trying to like text my friends about saying why they're wrong. What did you think about the trade, like in terms of the capital?
I thought the Packers won that as well. I mean, I think it was decent. I don't think it was like a fleece.
Yeah, everyone's saying that the Cowboys got fleeced. I don't think so. You traded 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark, who, by the way, is another first-round pick, who, by the way, was a Pro Bowler 2 years ago. And no, I don't care about what PFF says about Kenny Clark last year. In case you don't remember how this all worked out with PFF, when the Jaguars got Foye Luke in here, do you remember what his grade was when the Jaguars signed him as a free agent?
No.
He was in the 40s. He was in the red. Dude was in the red. And we're excited to get him. So maybe PFF doesn't know everything all the time. So, like, the way I look at it is Green Bay gave up 3 first-round picks. They gave up 2 first-round picks, obviously, in the draft. And then they gave up a first-round pick in Kenny Clark, who was well-respected and well-loved in that locker room. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're asking me, hey, Jerry Jones, maybe get Rashawn Gary. Hey, Jerry Jones, maybe get Luke Van Ness. Maybe try to replace Micah Parsons off the get-go. Maybe do that and don't, say you got to stop the run with Kenny Clark.
Yeah, no.
Maybe,
I was so tired.
Maybe do that. But, like, essentially it's 3 first-round picks. So I don't know what more people wanted. Like, what, did you want 4 first-round picks for Micah Parsons? Like, What are we talking about? So I don't even think the deal was that bad. I just think, and you know where I stand, Hamby, because we went on a TED Talk a couple days ago about this. Right. You just can't let go of your best player. Mm-hmm. And now I'm really curious to see how the locker room's going to respond to this. And if anything, Hamby, this shows me is that I don't think Jerry Jones is in the Super Bowl business. I think Jerry Jones at his age is in the business of making money. Mm. And the Dallas Cowboys are too big to fail. They're too big not to make money. They're always going to be talked about. They're like the New York Yankees of football. But at what point, if you're that organization, at what point, if you're that locker room, do you say, we got to see a change? Because Jerry Jones isn't it.
I mean, I don't even know how to answer that because that's not an option.
Yeah, he runs the show.
Because, I mean, you're stuck.
He runs the show.
Quite literally until, I think he's going to do it till the grave. He said that.
Yeah.
He's never going to really give it up. And he's very competent, right? It's not.
Listen, dude's witty, dude's sharp and everything.
I don't think he's very good at his job. I think I agree with you. He's not in the Super Bowl business. I just don't think he's ever done what it takes to win a Super Bowl. I don't think if you're ever even on the cusp, you ever do anything like this.
Yeah. And by the way, trading it within the NFC, a team that you might see in the playoffs.
Who, even worse, has knocked you out of the playoffs.
Hasn't, by the way, embarrassed you in the playoffs. And you go, that's the cost of doing business. Yeah. So once again, I'm not going to sit here and say that Jerry Jones and Dallas Cowboys got fleeced because I don't think they did. Now, it depends what those draft picks turn into.
Which they're going to be like 28, 29, 30, maybe even 31, 32.
Of course. But don't you get the feeling that the time to win is now for the Dallas Cowboys? Like, you just invested in Dak Prescott. You obviously paid CeeDee Lamb. You just brought in George Pickens. Like, isn't the window now? You mean to tell me you're planning for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years? I don't think so. Oh, and by the way, and don't even get me started on that whole Schottenheimer coaching hire either. Like, Jerry Jones has once again proved that he ain't fit to win a Super Bowl. It's a performance-based business, but for whatever reason, you just care about money. More power to you. Can't wait to see how the locker room reacts to your best player getting traded. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see them come in the locker room and be like, oh, yeah, we're all good. Oh, yeah, Mike. Well, we got 2 first-round picks in Kenny Clark? Sweet, yeah. We have faith in you. An absolute joke. We got Brent Martineau. Brent, how we doing?
Yeah, you do. Good. All fired up about the Micah Parsons deal. You just said something that's pretty interesting to me. You said they did not get fleeced. I feel like everybody thinks they did get fleeced by the Green Bay Packers. Was it enough? There were rumblings that it was 2 first-rounders, a second-rounder, a fifth-rounder. I saw a trade that Khalil Mack and the Raiders and Chicago Bears, there are a lot more picks involved with that one. We know Jalen Ramsey went for 2 firsts and a fourth. Is Kenny Clark a fourth? Probably. So you get the player instead of the fourth. But
Kenny
you
Clark's
guys just mentioned draft position. Well, I know at this stage, though, like he hasn't played.
I mean,
he's not even playing his best ball right now. I mean, he's got a big contract, right?
He went to a Pro Bowl 2 years ago and dominated, so I think he's doing okay. Like last year wasn't that great, but once again, I broke it down. PFF doesn't know what they're talking about, so like I mean,
okay. So you still think he's worth like a first round pick kind of guy at 29, 30 years old?
I mean, I think in terms of leadership, it's. I mean, what do you want the Cowboys to do? Like, okay, so let me ask you this question. What would the Cowboys have had to get to not get fleeced, in your opinion, if you think they got fleeced?
I feel like they could have got more of a rising player than an older player, right, going into at 30 if they're going to get a player. And then I also just feel like another pick somewhere in there would have been from a Cowboys. If I was a Cowboys fan, I'd feel better about it because you guys just mentioned, like, the chances of the Green Bay pick being top 20 is like nothing. The chances of it being a top 24 pick are probably pretty slim the way they're built and right now and adding Parsons. And it could even be, and I'm not going to sit here and predict they're going to go to the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship, but it could be a bottom 4 pick this year or the next couple of years. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I mean, the NFL's so competitive. Detroit's good, right? Who knows what San Fran is? Obviously the Eagles, Washington. I mean, so they have plenty of resistance in the and friction in their own division, quite frankly, even with potentially Minnesota. So I just don't feel. I look at it from the Jalen Ramsey standpoint, and it's a premium position, Austin, like a much more premium position than Ramsey. And I know it's years later, but I don't feel like they got enough for a player that some would call the best defensive player in the National Football League.
Absolutely. I just don't expect, like, what more did you want then? Because if they go, like, 3 first-round picks, so then you're Jerry Jones, you're going to wait 3 years to see it come to fruition in terms of what you got from Micah Parsons. Like, I don't think they have that time. Like, I think I told us the Hamby, like, I think they're in win-now mode. Like, you just paid Dak.
Yeah.
You have CeeDee Lamb on that big contract. Like, you brought in George Pickens. Like, I feel like the time is now. Could you have gotten more? Probably. Look what Jamal Adams got back in the day in terms of what he was playing at safety. But I just think that the Cowboys did themselves a disservice because they waited this long to make the trade. And this was, once again, what I talked about. If you're Jerry Jones, what the hell are you doing waiting until now? You knew it wasn't going to be good. You knew that this was personal. This wasn't just a business decision. So if you would have, done this before the draft, when teams had more capital, when teams had more resources, you probably could have got 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and then a player as well. Like, I look at it now and saying, okay, this is what you had to work with. I guess take it, but you know how I feel about this whole thing. I think it's dumb to trade your best player.
Yeah, you said that. I agree with you. Yes, I didn't think this deal was going to get done, Austin, because of exactly what you just said, that they are in win-now mode. Jerry Jones painted it last night like, hey, now you got 4 first-round picks, I think it is, over the next 2 years, which is great. Or he paints it like the Herschel Walker deal. Look what happened to us after the Herschel Walker deal. Well, that's fine, but that is down the road. I mean, you've got Dak on a mega deal. You've got CeeDee Lamb on a mega deal. You've got hopefully Trevon Diggs and other players coming back. You just traded for George Pickens. Like, why are you thinking 2-3 years down the road? Sustained success is fine, but I agree with you. It's like, are we going to go get it or not? By the time they think about those first-rounders over the next couple of years and how those guys help them out, they'll be on to another quarterback, and that's if they find a quarterback. There's no guarantee they will even do that. So, I never thought this would get done based on the fact that they were in win-now mode. So I agree with you on that one. You've been very consistent with not trading your best player as well. And it just does, and most people around the league would say that. If they've thought about this in March, which they apparently thought about this like earlier this year and even late last season, they could have gotten more in return. They look pretty rudderless on this one to make the move right now. And then I am interested in what you just said about the locker room, because how do you, if you listen to that news conference, if you just watch the whole deal go down, how do you react to this? And it's not like you're not going to be ready to play football next week, but it's got to put some doubt in your mind, right?
No, without a doubt. Like, if I'm in the locker room right now, I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm questioning the leadership. I'm questioning the vision. I'm questioning all of it. And once again, the reason why this is so polarizing and the reason why I feel like you're going to lose that locker room, because this was personal. This wasn't business. Like, Micah Parsons, I'm pretty sure, was going to come back and not play. He was going to fake that back injury, and he's going to say, I'm not going to play. So, like, you really had no choice, because what were you going to do? You're going to bring back Micah Parsons, have him sit on the sideline and be a distraction and make your team even more bad in terms of optics? Or are you going to trade him away and at least get something? Like, it was a lose-lose situation either way. But the point is that this was personal, and that's going to, I think, snowball in that locker room. And I think a lot of guys, regardless of how much money they're making, are going to feel a certain type of way about it.
So you guys think, Hamby, it sounds like you do, does this move alone put the Green Bay Packers as the favorites
well, I mean,
in the NFC, or you just think they're going to now win the NFC?
Well, no, I mean, look, I picked them to win the Super Bowl last year. And I'm a huge believer in Jordan Love. I was disappointed with them last year, but I still believe in them. And if I believed in them then, and now they have Micah Parsons, for me, that does put them over the edge. That does put them as almost the number one contender, especially to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. And look, I think their defensive line, you pair Rashawn Gary with Micah Parsons, I think it's automatically right there for the best two edge rushers in the National Football League. And I think Jordan Love is an ascending player. I'm a big believer in Matt LaFleur. So I don't think you can get the best player at his position in football, somebody who impacts the game as much as Micah Parsons, and not believe that means more wins, not only in the regular season, but in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, listen, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because I want to ask you about Green Bay, so go ahead and take it from here.
Yeah, so listen, like we always say, is a team one player away? And like, yeah, do I think Green Bay could be a Super Bowl favorite? For sure. Like, do I take them against the field? Obviously not, because it's the NFL and a lot of things can happen, and there's a lot of competition. But I do like what Green Bay did here, because if you look at their playoff track run the past couple of years, they do have edge guys, but those edge guys, for whatever reason, whether it's Rashawn Gary, Ben Ness too, like Rashawn Gary is a Pro Bowler. Okay, I'll give him that. But in the playoffs, when you go back to when they played Tampa a couple years ago, when you go back to last year in Philly, they didn't shine like they're supposed to. Like last year, Saquon Barkley ran over the Green Bay Packers, and Eagles obviously get ready to go to the Super Bowl. So I think you look at the Green Bay Packers and say, okay, well, what do we need to improve on? Like, where is the hole? Where is the question mark where we need that guy to put us over? It's at the edge. They got arguably the best young edge in football. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with Hamby. Like, am I going to call them Super Bowl winners? No, not right now. But have they drastically got better in a position of need, I think, to make that Super Bowl run? Absolutely.
Where else are there holes? Because I saw some people talking it seemed like they were Green Bay folks, that it's exciting, obviously, all that. You're going to get that, but they still have holes, and are they good enough in spots to be able to relinquish those 2 first-round draft picks, right? And now, do they create a little bit of a hole in the middle of their defense, too, with a Kenny Clark? Obviously, you get the splash, right, and you get a dynamic player and all the things that we know about Micah Parsons, but does it offset those things enough just because it's a huge headline?
I mean, if you want to talk about holes and question marks, like it's obvious what this team is going to try to do. They're going to rely on Josh Jacobs in the run game and then sprinkle Jordan Love, obviously, who they're really high on because they gave him the contract. I think if you want to look at like in terms of question marks, like I think their wide receiving core is a little unproven. Maybe looks good on paper, looks good with a good quarterback, but like we still got to wait and see what the wide receiving core looks like. I think linebackers are all right. I think linebackers are ready to roll. I think the defensive line now, even though you lose Kenny Clark, I still think it's a huge upgrade with Micah Parsons.
Wyatt.
You got Devontae Wyatt from Georgia. Yeah. So like, but Wyatt's more of like the line. Okay. But I think I think they're poised to make a run.
I do too. Here's the other question I have in the chat. I think it was Mr. Pico said that Jerry Jones screwed Brian Schottenheimer. I think that might be the case. I think it's almost Brian Schottenheimer. The pressure's off. If the Cowboys aren't good this year, ain't a soul in Dallas going to point the finger at Brian Schottenheimer. Every single finger will be pointed at Jerry Jones and at Jerry Jones alone. Anything going forward is Jerry Jones' fault. You just traded our best player. So Brian Schottenheimer, not that he necessarily wants this, needs this, I don't know, but I think there's less pressure to perform. Because, I mean, how can you still have the same expectations for your first-year head coach when he's going out there without your best player?
Yeah, that's a good call. I actually think in a way you're right. I believe not only that, but you take the headache of it away. I'm not saying Micah Parsons, if he's around, is always a headache. I don't get that. I mean, I know he can be on social media and it's anything you say in Dallas is usually going to get pretty loud. But I do think you take away the situation in the early going. Now, you obviously lose a good player too, but you do take away the situation, and you're right. I think you change expectations a little bit in Dallas. Now, they're going to sit there and tell you that they can win. Who knows if they can win? Who knows if they go get another player, and then maybe that heats back up, to your point, Hamby. But at least for now, I mean, all eyes are on Jerry Jones. And when all eyes are on Jerry Jones, and I think at times he's been underrated in the personnel part of this because he has such a unique position that I think we automatically are like, what is he doing in this role? Well, I think over time he's collected a good bunch of players. Now, why they haven't been able to win big, I have no idea. Why they can't win a playoff game, I have no idea. They haven't figured that out. But you can't deny that they've had a lot of stars, even in that stretch when they haven't been able to win. And he's been pretty heavily involved in being the architect of that as well. My question about Jerry Jones, he's now 82 years old. He's sitting there at a presser last night calling Micah Parsons Michael half the time. You know, he's trying to do business like it's 1978 still. And is he, you know, listen, he's the owner. He can do whatever the heck he wants. But are the Cowboys getting in a situation where this becomes very difficult, even for his son, Stephen Jones, to like fully take the reins of this thing? I mean, 82 can be still sharp, but there's a lot going on here that Jerry seems to be involved with that he seems a little bit at the same time either out of touch or tone deaf to at times. Are we nearing the end if Dallas wants to get it right for Jerry Jones having this much control?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to because I think even the hiring of Brian Schottenheimer shows that nobody wants to go to Dallas anymore. Like, there was a time when Dallas was the team, right? When in terms of the coaching turnovers and everything and the coaching carousel, we always had Dallas on the top of the list of, oh, yeah, this is the spot you want to be at. And why wouldn't you want to be at this spot this year? You got Dak, who, and I get it, the debate about how people feel about him, but he's a franchise quarterback, and that's a fact. You had Micah Parsons, who's one of the best young defensive players in the league. You have CeeDee Lamb. Like, you had a lot of things that I think an NFL head coach would want to go explore. It's no mistake that Brian Schottenheimer is the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. He's a scapegoat. Nobody else wanted to go there. Ben Johnson wanted to go to Chicago. We ever heard any Ben Johnson rumors going to the Dallas Cowboys? Well, why not? You got Dak, you got CeeDee Lamb, because nobody wants to work with Jerry Jones. So I just think Brian Schottenheimer, he wasn't coveted because, well, he was the only choice that you could get for the Dallas Cowboys. So, yeah, I think that speaks volumes. I think he's a scapegoat now. And I think if you want to be a serious organization, then, yeah, you probably got to start anew and get rid of the old.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, again, the Cowboys are the Yankees, man. I mean, like, you want to go play for Dallas. It's one of the big markets. It's the star. Everything's, big and flashy and all of that. But you do start to wonder, again, based on the evidence you just said, and now some of these kind of moves and where you could end up and get your situation into, given past situations we've seen with other players, from Dak Prescott, who's been annoyed, Micah Parsons, who's been annoyed, Ezekiel Elliott, who's been annoyed at times. I forget the CeeDee Lamb one, not sure if it got to that stage. But do you really want to be a part of that organization? Like, if you could list the organizations, and you don't always have control over this if you're a drafted player or somebody else, money does talk at the end of the day, usually if you're a free agent. But do you really want to be a part of that organization? And, over the years, over the decades, that's a hands down hell yeah, for most people around the National Football League. And I just wonder if that's starting to lose its luster a little bit. You might have started the show with this, but just to put a bow on this for now, and I'll give you mine before I send it back to you on this, are you surprised that it actually went down? And I know, like, there's been talk out of Green Bay for really starting to heat up this week, last couple of weeks. But I'll just say it again, like, I'm kind of stunned that it went down. I thought the Cowboys were in win-now mode. Every time that they've had these kind of situations in Dallas, it seems like it's about to break up, and then they sign them. There was evidence there to support that. Even around the league, Lamar Jackson looked like he might go somewhere a couple years back, and then boom, they figure it out. Like, usually they seem to figure these things out. Now, I will say, once the back injury story started to come to life, given the agent, given the situation we know here in Jacksonville, I was like, oh, this is taking a different turn now. Like, this seems a bit deja vu here, that maybe this is not going to get done. And ironically, it plays out the same way. How much did that have to do with it? I don't know, but there are parallels to that part of the story. I'm just sitting here. I'm stunned that Micah Parsons moved last night. I really thought he'd play for the Dallas Cowboys this year eventually.
Yeah, I'm not shocked at all because it was personal. And when it's personal, it's with your best football player, like I broke it down in the beginning of the show. They have all the power. And I think this sets a precedent now. I think this sets a precedent in the NFL where if you have the talent and you can obviously back up that talent year in and year out, and you're obviously a younger NFL player, you have all the power. Like, Jerry Jones was a guy 10 years ago that nobody wanted to cross. Jerry Jones was a guy 10 years ago where it's like, respect the deals that get done, show him respect. You got to do things a certain way. It just goes to show you now, man, NFL players have more power than ever. So I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones fired the first shot when he was talking smack about Micah Parsons and his injury history. And Micah Parsons responded how he said it, and I took Micah Parsons at his word because I had no reason not to believe him. I don't know Micah Parsons at all, but I do know the ego of an NFL player, especially one of the best NFL players in the league. And, yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, that's I can't lie, I am that it did turn out and ended up in this fashion. Hey, let's take time out. We come back. I'm live at Front Porch Cafe and Creamery. I'll tell you a little bit. I'm bringing you guys back some snacks today, by the way, out here in McClenny and Baker County, which is a good place to be on a Friday. They love their high school football out here. We'll have high school football all around the area tonight. And when we do come back, the guy that's really changing the game is the agent here. And we experienced it in Jacksonville some 6 years ago. And I don't know, you just don't see or hear about the agents as much in football like you do like a Scott Boras in baseball or maybe even some other sports. But this guy's the biggest guy in the game right now, and it's almost like franchises beware if you cross them. So we got that. We also talk a little bit about Trevor Lawrence. We'll have some reaction from the Jags as Trevor Lawrence begins year 5. What do they see? What do they need to see? How close are they to seeing it from number 16? And then, of course, college football action started. UCF survives. A Stadium Pulse just for an hour before our show, and Hamby was talking all about it. We've got the bets. We've got the picks. We've got a lot to get to here on a Friday on the Brent and Austen Show. We are live once again, Front Porch Cafe and Creamery out here in McClenny. Hey, stop on by if you get a chance if you're out this way. Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why gutter helmet?
Well, gutter helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of the filters, which requires maintenance. With gutter helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With gutter helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants.
We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter.
Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with a purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right?
That's right.
So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
All right, it's Tim Patrick, the Jacksonville Jaguars' newest wide receiver. I think the exciting part of Tim Patrick is the upside, and also just from a pure football standpoint of what Liam Coen and the Jags want to do, he's a good run blocker. Now, the Jags would also love to get special teams out of that fifth wide receiver spot. Probably not much there with Tim Patrick. Jaguars back on the practice field yesterday. B.J. Green still has those rookie duties. And, hey, he's okay with it. He made the football team. Good for him. One of the undrafted free agents on that defensive line. Hey, Austin, interesting talking about or listening to some of the conversation around the Jags. And we were just talking here at Front Porch Cafe and Creamery out in McClenny, too, about the running back room, about Trevor Lawrence, about all these different things. And I just said it. We don't, as a media and fans, I think we don't value special teams. Like, not even close to the way coaches and organizations value special teams. We just don't. Like, we want it to go well. We'll complain about it when it doesn't. But for a guy that plays it well, we just don't lend it much credence. That's going to be one of the storylines about who gets a jersey on game day for the Jags running back room. But it was also, from my understanding, a big reason why Strigow and B.J. Green made the team. I was talking to Jeff Logman last night on Jaguars All Access. He's like, those guys are really good at special teams. And it's pretty uncommon, isn't it, for that group on the defensive line to really be able to contribute, or excel, I should say, on special teams. You think linebackers, you think obviously secondary players and receivers, but I mean, that's a good way onto the team if you can do it from that position too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when we think of special teams guys, you think of the gunners, you think of the punt returners, like guys that you can see on every single play making the play, right? But what gets lost in that sometimes is being dependable, if you're on the punt team and you have to block. If you're on the punt and block team and you have to, block somebody on the return, those things go unnoticed just because, it can be considered kind of the boring part of the NFL, but they're still important because no one talks about them until it goes really right and you make a play, or it goes really wrong. So, yeah, I mean, I think it is super important, obviously, and a defensive lineman can definitely step up and be like that core special teams player.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I don't know if there's another facet of the game that the coaching staff and internally they talk about more than everybody else on the outside doesn't, than special teams as a whole. But the Jags think they're pretty good, I think, in that area on special teams with some of these guys, especially on the back end of that roster. And even you take a guy like Austen Lane, who takes over for a very good special teamer in Daniel Thomas, who signed with Detroit, just a younger, inexpensive version, hopefully, of a Daniel Thomas in that same kind of situation, and upside as a draft pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brent Martineau here at Front Porch Cafe and Creamery. Hey, story here. These guys are great. They're always at our Action Sports Jax Dream 18 for years and years. And if you've played in our Dream 18, you've had some of that front porch kettle corn. Usually bring it back to the office, and everybody back in the office likes the kettle corn. Hamby and Casey already asking for it. A little too much sweetness for Austen Lane and his diet because, well, he takes care of his body.
There you go.
Better than the rest of us. But these guys opened an ice cream shop, too, a couple of years ago. And so that's where we are at today. And come on out and try it out here in McClenny, obviously Baker County area, right off I-10. I mean, it's right off I-10, just a half a mile off. So pretty easy to get to. We'll be here until 1 o'clock today on the Brent and Austin Show and the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hey, two more things just quick on the Micah Parsons trade front that really don't have to do with Dallas, Green Bay, or Micah Parsons. David Mulligetta, man, I mean, he feels Scott Boras-like to me in the agent game. I mean, Boras has so many clients, and we know his name. Like, you just don't usually know agents' names. So people, if you say Scott Boras, you know who he is. You know he's an agent. You might not know who he represents, but you know he's an agent. And he is really controlled, and Hamby knows this as a baseball guy, he has controlled Major League Baseball for a long time because he has some of the top clients. he will hold teams hostage. He knows like where everything is going, and he's a guy that kind of moves the pieces around on that. A lot of people don't like him. You get a lot of enemies that way, but you're powerful. I feel like Mulugeta, and to me this is kind of a quick rise, and I'm sure in the game people would know that he was a rising star, but I feel like he is really is that guy right now. I mean, you think about it. Jalen Ramsey, go back here locally. We know that story. He was his agent. You go to the Deshaun Watson situation, which was one of the trickier situations as an agent that you can get. He did that deal. And I'm sure he's done a million other ones that don't even come to the top of mind. And now this one with Micah Parsons, he is getting guys paid, but he's also not afraid to get guys out of situations if they want to get him out of situations. I wonder how teams right now view Mulugeta, Austin. Well, you got to play chess sometimes with him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm sure he's on the hit list right now of the number one most disliked agent in the NFL. It doesn't matter, though. Team's going to have to play ball because the guy represents some of the best players in the National Football League. So you better play ball with him. And I just think it's an example of this is a guy who wholeheartedly has his players' best interests in mind. And, you know, it comes with a couple of things. It comes with, obviously, when you're super talented, you can get away with a little more. But also it's kind of bucking the trend and respecting, you know, the GM or the owners, which is because, like I said in the last segment, I mean, there was a time where nobody crossed Jerry Jones. David, Mulugeta crossed him, AI style, stepped over him, dunked on him, and then said, guess what? I'm taking your best player. Like, that's how talented he is. And I think now as we move towards, the modern NFL athlete, you're going to see more of this. You're going to see more guys, I feel like, going with the David Mulugeta approach and being like, hey, man, I don't like it here. I feel disrespected, so I want to leave. And as long as you're talented enough, I think he can get you out. Because it's all about finding those loopholes. Like the whole back spasm thing, like that's why it's so genius. Because it doesn't come up on an MRI. It doesn't come up on a CAT scan. So if you say your back's hurting you, and maybe it is, maybe it's not, but if you say your back's hurting you, how can they prove it? It'd be one thing that's like, okay, my knee's sore, like I have a broken leg. Okay, well, let's get an X-ray or an MRI, and we'll see just how bad the damage is. It doesn't look that bad. Get out there and play. Oh, you got a back spasm? Yeah, not really sure how to handle that. So that's genius on David Mulugeta, and I get it. People have an issue with him, right? It could be quoted saying, "Oh, you're ruining football." Right, because now you're taking a loophole out to try to get your players paid more, all this stuff. Well, you know how I feel about it. I think, and once again, it's a written rule and everything, but I think in terms of how the salary cap's handled, in terms of the franchise tag, I think that's a loophole for the owners. I think that's a loophole for the GM. So congratulations. You lost at your own game. You want to pull the franchise tag out? Good. My back hurts.
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed it. I don't say – I said it about Scott Boras. Like, I don't think any of us feel good about Scott Boras. Like, hey, yeah, great job, Scott Boras. I don't really think fans even feel good about some of the stuff Mulugeta has pulled off. But I just think you got to give him props for it. I mean, to me, he's a sniper right now in the industry, and he doesn't care. He's doing what is best for the client, kind of like no holds barred, too, with the back stuff. And you're right. That's exactly it with the back stuff. It's like that's you can. I have 15 different back problems. I can't tell you which one it is, and it doesn't show up. Neither can a doctor. Like, that's real life stuff. So it's that's like extreme, but he's used it, it looks like now, a couple of different times to kind of leverage and get out the door. And, are you willing to go there? He's been willing to go there. And like you said it, are the owners willing to go places that, quite frankly, if you just said it how it was, would sit well with everybody at a normal business table? Probably not. Probably not, but that's just the nature of big business sometimes, and that's what we've got. So I guess if you're a player, I mean, this guy's going to keep getting the big players because he's going to do right by them. He's got big contracts in general. Forget about the dramatic situations. I mean, you're getting big dollar contracts with this guy anyhow. But yeah, I would think the phone's ringing off the hook if I'm a good player or any player, right? Trying to get this agent. I think he's already one of the most powerful guys in the sport. And I don't think that's going anywhere. By the way, he's a young guy, too, overall. He's really been, I think, a fast climber in the industry.
No, without a doubt. I mean, like I said to open the show out, I think if you're a first-round pick, that's the guy you want to go with. Back in the day, it was Drew Rosenhaus. He had all the big-time players. The tide is definitely shifting now. Like, and listen, if I ever had a kid or if I knew somebody that was going first round, oh, yeah, I would send him to David Mulligetta.
Yeah. Hey, Jags just made a move, by the way. Austin Trammell to the practice squad. They released Dorian Singer from the practice squad, so that's kind of interesting.
Trying to keep over that Micah Parsons stuff. I love a Jaguar. Staying relevant as well.
That was my camp darling right there.
Oh, yeah, and then that was Hamby's camp darling as well.
It was his camp darling. I think Liv's, too. Hey, one other note. I just mentioned the agent. What's the gutsier move? Green Bay doing this or what the Jags did with Travis Hunter to go get him in the draft? How do you feel?
Micah Parsons for sure. Just because what you had to sacrifice. Amby, what do you got?
I think Micah Parsons as well. As from the Packers' perspective, I think it's definitely.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I'm saying from a GM standpoint, or from just a league-wide standpoint, what was the gutsier play to go get Travis Hunter the way James Gladstone and the Jags did, or to go get Micah Parsons the way the Green Bay Packers did?
Well, I actually think that as far as risk, the Jags move was riskier because just Micah Parsons is more of a sure thing than Travis Hunter. And you both gave up 2 first-round picks. Obviously, there wasn't a Kenny Clark involved, but especially if you're the Packers and you gave up picks that you're pretty sure are going to go very late in the first round, I think it's a riskier play if you're James Gladstone. But I mean, obviously, the most blowback is going to go to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys.
Yeah, I actually think I look at the way the league reacted to him. And so I think the way the league reacted to it is a lot of people thought Cleveland kind of won the deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which would, to me, put James Gladstone and what he did, especially at the outset of his career, I think the timing of it, but what he did in general to go get Travis Hunter, I don't think was across the board as well received as Parsons going to Green Bay. So I think a lot of people around the league are like, hey, that's a hell of a move by Green Bay today, right? And not everybody maybe would have done it, but I think a lot of people are like, that's a hell of a move. I'm not sure everybody's still on board with, hey, that's a hell of a move by the Jacksonville Jaguars to go get Travis Hunter. So in a sense, in that way, in the league reaction to it, I kind of feel like it was a gutsier move to do what the Jaguars did. And yeah, riskier move, all those things. But I mean, you got to dig deep on one of these things to pull the trigger. And I kind of feel like Gladstone has the edge there. Now we'll see if he's right.
Yeah, but I also think that, and I think Micah Parsons is the more riskier one simply because of what you paid him, and you got to give up a lot more capital. Now I get that he's proven, but what happens if Green Bay doesn't go to a Super Bowl in the next 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
Like, we're not saying right now, okay, well, the Jaguars got to go to the Super Bowl this year or next year. Like, let's be honest. Let's be realistic here. There's no pressure on the Jaguars to make a playoff run for the next couple years, I would say. Now, obviously, the hope is that Travis Hunter can help you out with that. But we didn't sit here and say, okay, well, there we go. They're going to the Super Bowl now. No, man. Like, it's you got a guy who can play on offense and defense, hopefully, and contribute on both sides. With Micah Parsons right now, and I see it firsthand in this chat that's going on in my phone, everyone thinks the Packers are going to the Super Bowl now. Like, everyone's excited. They're celebrating Lambeau. All of a sudden, the Milwaukee Brewers, nobody gives a crap anymore. Nobody can care less. I'm just standing here by myself thinking, hey, guys, we still got the Brewers to worry about, right? Like, let's get our guys healthy. Nobody cares anymore about the Milwaukee Brewers. So, like, I think it's Micah Parsons because if it doesn't work out and you don't win a Super Bowl, for what you're paying him, for what you had to move around salary cap-wise, for the draft capital, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thought that came up. I think they're both pretty gutsy, and you got to see how the returns go. By the way, in Milwaukee, be careful that Greek Freak doesn't walk out the back door while everybody's eyes are on the Brewers and Micah Parsons and Packers.
We're good, Brent. He ain't going nowhere. Come on, man. Don't put that bad juju up there. Oh, yeah, that's all we need now is, somebody said something about Giannis and the Bucks organization, and now he's pissed off. That would never happen.
Friday news drop coming right here. It would be the perfect time to do it. Hey, Milwaukee Bucks, if you're going to make a trade like of that kind of scope, do it this afternoon.
It's not a bad call. Not a bad call.
That's right, like BR 101.
Yeah.
Did you see the I didn't grasp this at first because I guess I don't think like Dallas or care about that, but Luka and Micah Parsons both getting traded within 6 months.
Yeah, watch Roger Goodell come out and say this year, hey, you know what, let's do something new. Let's have an NFL lottery or something like that. And let's let some mediocre teams get a chance, and then Dallas gets the first pick of the NFL lottery. Watch it.
Yeah, that would be wild. I wonder what
if
history
only the Rangers
tells us.
could find a way to trade Corey Seager before the deadline's passed.
Did he just get hurt or something? Didn't something just happen with Seager? I thought I just saw something, but not a headline. You know what? Speaking of, I'm not going to get on the Seager story. I felt like he was going to be unbelievable. He's been good, but I don't think he's been unbelievable. Hamby, I thought he was going to be great.
Well, it's just because, watching him in the playoffs, especially against the Braves, he literally got a hit every time. He would get 3 doubles and a homer, seemed like every game of, what was that, the 2022 playoffs? Something like that. He's been really good. Yeah. It just hasn't been consistently at an all-star form for 162 games year in and year out.
I don't remember a modern player that I've looked at so much, and he looks like he actually came from the 1950s. He looks like he could have played in 1952 for the Yankees or the Brooklyn Dodgers or something. That's what I see when I see Seager. It's a weird thing. I don't know. It's probably just a me thing, but I feel like he's a turn back the clock kind of guy. For whatever reason, I think it's because I used to, when I collected baseball cards, sometimes they'd throw in these old sets of the Brooklyn Dodgers and other things. They weren't really worth anything, but it seemed like every player kind of looked like him, like Seager to me. And that's what I see when I see or think about Corey Seager.
Hey, real quick, while we're on baseball,
I keep saying.
Let me get. I'll take 45 seconds to say, your baseball team is really good and it's a fun. Thank goodness for college football. Okay, I'll just start there. Because I didn't have to watch not a dang second of the Braves game last night. And Kyle Schwarber hit 4 pumps. 4 of them. And the one guy to get him out, a 58-mile-an-hour fastball from one Vidal Brujan. If you know who that is.
That's crazy.
More credit to you. But every inning, I would get a notification that they'd hit a home run. I don't know how many they hit. He hit 4 by himself. They might have hit 8 in the game. 19-4, 20 hits.
19.
What a time, man. Thank you, college football.
Hamby, just make sure your team gets their heads out of their butts because you have the Cubs coming up, and I wouldn't mind a couple wins for the Braves.
Ain't happening.
So, let's focus. Let's rally. You guys are going to Wrigley pretty soon. Let's get our heads on straight here.
Thanks.
Let's have a little pride for the Braves organization. You're supposed to be America's team, I thought.
How hard was that at bat for Schwarber, do you think? He's got 4 home runs on the day, and he's coming up against a Little League pitcher. 58 miles an hour, and he pops it up. It's just isn't that crazy? Hey, guys, hitting is hard. He hit 4 home runs in a Major League Baseball game. Only 20 other people have ever done it. And then to try to get to 5, nobody's done it. And he's got to face a position player literally throwing batting practice to him. Actually slower than batting practice.
Slower, yeah.
And he pops it up.
Hard to adjust.
The mental gymnastics of that at bat must have been incredible for him.
Crazy, because I bet you if you asked him on the on-deck circle if he'd have rather seen Brujan or freaking Raisel Iglesias to hit a home run, he probably would have picked Iglesias or any other actual pitcher in Major League Baseball for that matter.
Crazy. It's just, he said, I think his post, he was like, he had asked, he's like, I wish I didn't ask. He had asked if anybody had ever done it before the at-bat. And they were like, no, nobody's ever done it. And so, of course, he was like really trying hard for it. Who wouldn't? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Hey, Liam Coen, Jags are kind of a little bit of hiatus this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, back at it for a normal week, and then it's go time around here. Hey, you can't talk about this Jags season without talking about Trevor Lawrence. And let's talk a little bit about Trevor just to put a bow on the week because Liam Coen was talking about him on Thursday. Here's what he had to say.
I think with the exception of today, was taking care of the football. Like in the spring, there was a little bit more maybe errant, maybe misses, and a little bit more it was daily almost in some ways where you're getting used to the scheme, you're getting used to your footwork, you're getting used to new receivers, and so it's not as clean. It's still not where it needs to be, which is the beautiful part. I mean, it shouldn't be. We don't expect it to be that way right now. But for the most part, like just taking care of the football is a huge thing. And if we can run the football more effectively, obviously create more turnovers defensively, and be able to take care of the football, you're not beating yourself. And so I think from a ball security standpoint, I've seen some growth there. Is he going to throw a pick here and there and practice? Like, it's going to happen. But it hasn't been as much at all since the spring.
Coming in, was that something that you were concerned about, just looking at his film?
It wasn't more that it looked like it was a guy that was, at times trying to do too much. Man, the run game's not really hitting here, and every throw becomes a little bit more magnified when maybe you don't have balance. And so I think it was a matter of you don't have to, every throw is not going to make or break the game. We got to take care of the football. We want to be efficient and accurate in the pass game, but we have to know when to throw the thing away, know when to maybe eat it and have to take a sack, which we never want to really do, but it's better than giving them the ball. If you end every drive with a kick, usually you'll be okay. I mean, obviously you don't want too many of those to be punts, but the biggest theme for us has been not beating ourselves, because before we can really start to beat other teams, we cannot beat ourselves, and that has been an issue here.
Yeah, certainly has. Again, Liam in that spot to answer the question the way he answered it, I thought was pretty cool because, again, I think it's cool when you're transparent, and it's everything that we've seen for the last 4 years. He's now saying, hey, I saw it too. He even kind of paused, like, are you concerned about the turnovers when you come in here? And he's like, well, yeah, I saw a guy trying to do too much. And that's what we have seen. Most of the time when we think Trevor's making a bad decision or out of the scope of normal play or making a mistake, it's because he's been trying to do too much. I don't know how many of the turnovers in his career you would chalk up to that, but I think there's a lot of those. I mean, the ones that jump out in my mind are the ones in the end zone back in 2022. You're like, dude, throw it away, right? Just trying to do too much. Running the ball at a certain spot. Fumbles the football, trying to do too much. Heck, even the preseason game against the Saints, some would argue, trying to do too much. Just take it and eat it. So the more he learns to do that, and I think he has learned to do that in spots, but you've got your natural instinct as an athlete, as a competitor, is to try to make a play. Because guess what? There are going to be times that we want him to make a play. Everybody does. But they have to reel that in so the penalty is not so severe on Trevor Lawrence. Will they be able to do that? Austen, I think I've shared this in the past. I'm going to share you probably the most profound thing I heard in the production meetings in the last month from Liam Coen. Was the first one we had, and it was one of the first things he said when he was asked about Trevor. Obviously, they want to run the ball, but partly they want to run the ball, well, schematically to open things up, but really to take some of the onus off him. There was a thought, at least looking at his tape when they came in here, and that he if there are 65 plays in the game, he felt like he had to be perfect on 65 plays. Every throw that he made was, oh my gosh, it's got to be like, I've got to thread the needle, or I've got to stuff this in here, or I've got to make this play, or we've got to have something positive happen here. And they really want to take some of that off. They want him to be able to take a breath, and be able to say, all right, I can give it to ETN, Tootin, whatever, and 2nd and 4, it's not going to be 3rd and 9, every single time. And I just like the visualization of that. And the other part I like about this, if you look at McVay, O'Connell, and even Coen, they have been around highly touted draft picks, quarterbacks that had some struggles, and also they were around the rebound. O'Connell with Darnold last year. Obviously, you can even go all the way back to Goff, who with McVay, but even Stafford, and that was different level. I understand that, but that was different level with Stafford to get him kind of over the mountaintop and get the best play out of him to win a Super Bowl. And then, of course, Baker Mayfield last year. I think that's been under-talked about, is how much that group of people have got the best out of guys that were either number 1 picks. I think Darnold was a number 3 overall pick, and got their best play out of those guys after they also had some scar tissue. And we're hoping for the same here, and I think that psychology plays into it.
Psychology definitely plays into it, right? I mean, we always talk about football being so physical, but it definitely, has to deal with the mental aspect as well, especially from the quarterback position. I think with Trevor, you have to find that balance. I understand you have to limit, playing outside your stuff. You have to limit, obviously, the costly turnovers and try to make plays happen when they're not there. But we also got to remember, what makes Patrick Mahomes the GOAT Jr., if you will, what makes, Josh Allen and even Lamar Jackson, it's their ability to think on the fly and improv. And when Trevor has tried to do that, it's always resulted either in turnovers, it's resulted in fumbles. It hasn't really been good. Now, there's been some good, but it's been mostly bad. I don't want to see Trevor Lawrence just become a game manager, right? Because that was a big thing in L.A. with Jared Goff. They went to a Super Bowl, but everybody thought Jared Goff was a game manager. It wasn't until he got to Detroit where he got to show his true colors and show, you know what, I can lead a team. I can be depended on. I can make plays with my arm, and I can be that QB. I'm not just a game manager. So you have to find that balance on taking away the turnovers, letting a quarterback play within themselves, but not turning them into a game manager. Because we've seen the great of Trevor Lawrence. We've seen what it looks like. And it's far more superior than just a game manager to try to go out there and hand the ball off and win you football games.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you also can start with a peel back of it first, right? Take some away before you then ramp back up to get to that. Actually, your fighting comes to mind for me, Austen. I think about, we've had conversations about your fighting and what you are working on or getting better at or other things. And my guess is in this process, it's okay, when you're back in camp or something like that, you got to peel it back a little bit to then be able to ramp up to get to that level that you want to get to. And I'm not even talking physically. I'm talking about a game plan, a strategy to use your ground and pound game or whatever it might be, right? So I think it likens that for me because, when Baker Mayfield got to Tampa, I'm sure they had to be able to do some simplistic things to be able to then unleash him the way they did last year by halfway through the season where he's playing more free, more confident, all those things. And that's what I really like about this group. This McVay tree has been able to tap into that psychology and I guess kind of grow the confidence back, even though, again, these guys have some scar tissue if things haven't always been good in the NFL.
Yeah, I just think the biggest difference with fighting, though, and playing football is the fact of, when you're in a cage, one mistake is everything, and then that's over. In football, it shouldn't be like that. In football, if you're the quarterback and you make a touchdown, okay, that's great. But, we still have a long ways to go. In football, if you fumble the football, right, like Trevor has done, earlier in his career, if you throw a bad interception, that doesn't define you. Go on and play the next play. If you have a great play to Brian Thomas Jr. in the end zone, well, all right, have fun, get some confidence, but the game, you still got plenty of ways to go. So it's more about like not letting it snowball one way or other. Now, if you want to let it snowball and gain confidence because you're making great plays, then so be it. But I just thinking, what is that? It's the Ted Lasso quote about having the goldfish. I've never seen Ted Lasso, but I remember we used to talk about this on the show. Like, you have to have the mind of the goldfish, where it's like you can't remember what happened. You have to go on to the next one. That's what you have to handle, I think, with your quarterback, where you just have to be a guy who's even-keeled. And I get it. If you're Baker Mayfield, you play with a little more emotion, right? If you're Lamar Jackson, you play with emotion, and that's fine. Emotion can be that thing that you have to grab to try to motivate yourself to make that play. More power to you. But at the end of the day, you have to be this guy that's calm, cool, and collected, because the game's going to go up and down. Like, every game does it. No, very rarely do you come out in a football game, it's okay, we have all the momentum the whole time. Now, sometimes your opponent will give you that, but usually it's going to be the ebbs and flows of a game. I think with Trevor Lawrence now, it's trying to master those ebbs and flows. When it's down, don't get too down. When you're up, don't get too up. Just stay even keel.
Yeah, I think Trevor's actually decent at that. I just think when you have multiple years of whether it's injuries, turnovers, not so good, disjointed this, whatever, I think that becomes more the scar tissue for me than missing a throw or even throwing a pick. I think he can move past that like a batter moves past a strikeout. Like, I think he's okay with that on a game-by-game situation. I think what happens is the years mount. The negative talk mounts, the losses mount, the injuries mount. And I think that's what these guys, Darnold saw that, I think. Baker Mayfield specifically saw that. Again, to a lesser degree, Stafford did. So that's probably not the best comparison here. And even Goff was early on in his career and then elevated once he got to Detroit. But there are still probably some lessons to be learned in all of that. And a key part of this is being able to run the football, obviously. And what I like to say is kind of, I want to see them tap into the pissiness of Trevor Lawrence a bit. And I don't think a lot of people would label Trevor as having some of that. But when Trevor was playing really good football, we saw that against Tennessee. We saw him tap into that against Tennessee when he's pointing to the scoreboard. We saw the flip in the Chargers game or whatever game, Cincinnati, I don't know, whatever, had a little swagger to it when he walked into the end zone, when he's feeling good. There are moments that we have. Is he going to be as pissy as like a Baker Mayfield and play with that emotion? Probably not. But I don't think a lot of people label Stafford that way until they hear him on a mic'd up. And the fun that he has, the jabber back and forth that he has with opponents. So I think there is that in Trevor, but that comes out with confidence and really playing well and what I call front running a little bit. And I say that in a positive way. If they can do that and tap back into that, that would be good. And no, I don't know if that's a word, but I wouldn't spell it that way either, Mr. Pico Boulevard.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, but I do disagree in terms of, I felt like these past couple years, when you saw a drop pass, we knew, okay, that was the game. Like, then we knew that Trevor was going to, get a little more aggressive, try to make up for that drop pass. That wasn't Trevor Lawrence's fault, but, like, he felt the need to go out there and try to make up for it. And then it would snowball. I talked about this, when I was breaking down, what game was it? It would have been the Steelers game in preseason where, we've seen this before. Brian Thomas Jr. drops the ball. Here comes the snowball. Oh, they fumbled by the end zone. Here comes the snowball. And you didn't see it. Like, it was different from Trevor Lawrence. But this is the difference between being a game manager, being a mediocre quarterback, and being elite. Like, it's overcoming those drop passes and saying, okay, he dropped the ball there, on to the next one. Like, if you want to look at, like, the stats, like, last year, the Packers were tied third. They were tied for third with most dropped footballs in the NFL. Did that stop Jordan Love from trying to, lead his team? I know, granted, they have a lot better players around him than Trevor Lawrence did last year, but, like, that didn't stop Jordan Love. Bo Nix was tied for fourth with most drop passes last year. Didn't stop Bo Nix. Everyone's on the Bo Nix train now. So it's just, you have to be that quarterback that no matter what happens, no matter how many drop balls there are, put it behind you and try to elevate your guys. And if you're truly that type of quarterback, it doesn't matter how many drop balls there are, you're going to elevate your guys and you're still going to find success and win football games.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see, I don't see it as drastic as that, but I also have like Blake in my mind. Like Bortles to me, and maybe this is a little bit different variation. Like when things started to go bad, it felt like he could almost go in the tank, and it'd be like, you could almost feel that coming. I'm not sure I feel that, but I hear what you're saying. You almost then press a little bit more to then go make up for the play instead of just start playing poorly. So there is, I guess, a little bit of a difference there as well. But, yeah, because also we have in our mind, we do have the Chargers game for Trevor, where it was awful in the first half. And then, the rebound was unbelievable. I mean, it was epic. So it's hard to ignore that he's been able to do that at the same time. So, hey, we'll see where it goes. It's going to be fascinating to watch this evolution of Trevor in year number 5. And we do think they're going to be able to run the ball. I can't talk to anybody that doesn't think that they already know that or feel that better than last year. If you can do that, you are light years ahead of where this team has been probably the last couple of seasons. And then you start, think about what they've done with Goff in Detroit. So much of that has been predicated on being able to run the football. So if the Jags can do that, you feel pretty good about it. All right, we're way late. Let's hit a break. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. We're at Front Porch Cafe and Creamery here in McClenny in Baker County. Come on out, say hello. And we got the game of the week tonight. It's a good one, University Christian. Bishop Kenny. That will be live on actionsportsjax.com, actionnewsjax.com, our YouTube channel, which of course is Action Sports Jax. We'll have the game in its entirety. Noah Schlicksup, Brody McGuff will call the game. And then at 8 o'clock, we go right into our Friday Night Zone Blitz, which is a live look in at 5 different games, including this game of the week. So it all begins in big-time fashion for us as we've unveiled it slowly the last couple of weeks. High school football from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. on all our channels. Just look up the Action Sports Jax platform tonight. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Kinetico reverse osmosis system with the purchase of a Kinetico Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Kinetico water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Kinetico dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
High school football is right around the corner, and here at Action Sports Jacks 24/7, we're bringing in a new wave of high school football coverage, introducing the Blitz Breakdown and the Friday night game of the week. Start your week off right with the Blitz Breakdown on Monday nights, giving you live analysis, interviews, picks, rankings, and more, making it a one-stop shop for high school football in the 904. And don't think we're stopping there, because on Friday nights when the lights get bright, Action Sports Jacks 24/7 will be there with a live game of the week, bringing you some of the best in-county rivalries in the area.
Play as hard as you can play, do your job, and stay together. Okay, the rest will take care of itself.
Action Sports Jacks 24/7, your home for high school football.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I think a certain thing happens when you get a lot of money. I think you get so much money where you don't know what to do with it, and you try to come across a certain type of way. You try to cater to the upper class. You try to cater to the pomp and circumstance. And sometimes maybe you try to cater to the kids a little bit because you want that type of power. Tom Brady, we saw in a One Piece t-shirt where I called him out and called him a poser because I don't think Tom Brady watches the anime One Piece. Well, Tom Brady now has outdone himself because not only is he not into anime, but he doesn't really seem to be into art as well. Hamby, hit the clip. What is that? Why is that hanging up? By the way, that's iShowSpeed, very famous streamer. Casey can tell you his whole life story. I don't watch iShowSpeed, but Tom Brady is absolutely getting grilled right now because this is hanging up in his house, right? Like, I guess, like in the main living area. I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, I can tell you what I think I'm looking at, but I can't really say that without getting in trouble on the show. And obviously, iShowSpeed is a little confused as well. And Tom Brady said, hey, man, that's art. Hamby, your thoughts?
Brent, your thoughts?
I'm trying to think. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to come up with something. I wasn't going to come up with something that couldn't be said, but it looks like Mighty Mouse got electrocuted or something. I don't know what we're trying to accomplish here.
Okay.
And does that say 43 million views?
Oh, yeah. Of course, man. It's iShowSpeed. I'm going to be honest. To me,
of course.
Of course. Got to. Right? Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like a black gentleman and, he has testicles on top of his head. That's what it looks like to me. Just saying. Without getting too graphic, that's what it looks like.
Without getting too graphic.
Well, I said testicles. That's fine. What do you want me to say?
No,
Balls?
you're fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything wrong. I'm just saying. Well, you got kind of graphic though.
It's testicles. It's fine. We can say that. I don't understand how you're like, you're Tom Brady. You're the GOAT. You can literally hang up anything. You can afford anything to hang up in your house. Why is this it? What am I not seeing here? Like, I understand, right? I'm more of a man of the people. I'm not really highbrow. I'm not really high class. I barely wear collared shirts unless it's called upon. What is this painting? And why is it in Tom Brady's house? Poser.
Yeah, I don't know the significance of it.
Poser.
I don't know. We'll have to get, maybe Casey has more information.
Hey, let me tell you
on it
one thing I do
on.
know. I might not know anything about that painting.
Hit him with it, Hamby.
I know Casey sure as heck doesn't know anything about that painting either.
That's what I'm saying. And the last person you want, I feel like, breaking down this painting is Casey Kurtz. Because he'll probably get a little more graphic than I did.
Yeah. The iShow speed, by the way, is kind of perplexed as well, as you noted.
Oh, he's very confused. Very confused. I feel like as the entire audience was. And Tom Brady's just kind of laughing it off. It's just art. Okay, man.
Somebody gave it to me. This is what I got in the divorce.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Yeah. I would say, like, you must buy some stupid things when you have stupid money like that.
I would say so, yeah. You have to. Like, I guess you just get bored, but, like, once again, like, that painting in Tom Brady's house, that leads me to believe, like, he spent, and by the way, that was definitely at least $1 million for that painting. Guarantee it.
Oh, no doubt.
Guarantee
no
it.
doubt.
So, like, you spend, like, at least $1 million on that painting, and, like, I feel like you try to get that painting because, like, you want to seem interesting and you want to seem like, oh, yeah, this piece here was done by... It's not interesting. It's nothing. It's a dude with balls on his head. That's what it is. And you spent $1 million on it. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be a millionaire. And if that's what I got to do. If I gotta
be rich,
if I gotta
bring it up one more time,
bring it up one more time. Yeah. If I had $1 million, I would spend. Oh, I can think of 1 million other things I would spend it on besides that right there. What are we doing? Like what are we doing,
yeah,
Tom?
Now I kind of want to know what. Somebody's got to know more about this painting.
I saw this last night, and I've literally, like, and by the way, you didn't hear the first part of the show. I was at Halloween Horror Nights last night, killing it, crushing it, all the haunted houses. Ronan did really good as well. Definitely going to be tired in school today, but hey, that's the price you pay for haunted houses. I've spent so much time thinking what that painting actually is. You have no idea. Like, this has lived in my brain rent-free for a long time. Because I'm thinking, okay, it's Tom Brady. Okay, he's probably single, so, it's a bachelor pad. You're trying to come across as highbrow. That's fine, but, like, just put up a jersey. Put up, like, a Michigan thing. Put up a Super Bowl. Hang a Super Bowl trophy from the roof. I don't care. Don't put some dude with balls in your head, on his head, in the living room.
That's not what I see. I feel
Put
like
it
I
back.
see more of
It's
a
Friday.
mouse-like creature.
Put it back, because it's not NFL season yet. Put it back one more time. Tell me that's not what you see.
I mean... No, I saw.
Turn and cough. Turn and cough.
Those are like big ears, or also like a clock. Before I see.
Okay, let me go ahead and break this down.
He's already got ears.
Brett, he's got ears. What are you talking about? What are you looking at? Go ahead and put your
gotta lean in. Oh, here it comes. Blame it on the eyes.
Brett, go ahead and put your glasses on in the middle of that coffee shop. Go ahead and zoom up on it, and go ahead and show the coffee shop 2 giant balls on the screen, because that's what we're looking at right now. And you can't tell me differently.
A clock before I see that.
Okay. Do you honestly? Do you want me to know what I honestly see? I see.
I feel like you already have told us what you honestly
see. This is the entire picture right now. I see a guy who looks like he's possessed or he's like a zombie, right? Like he doesn't look well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and then behind him is, what I've said, 2 giant things. That's what we're dealing with in Tom Brady's
Hamby?
house.
Yeah.
What do you see, Hamby?
Hamby, be honest. Did you see what he just described?
Not until he said it, but now that he said it, I don't think I could see anything else.
There you go.
Yeah. Now I can't unsee it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, it's also weird about this, like what appears to be a frail kind of looking thing. Looks like he's got kind of like big arms.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah.
His
Huge shoulders, no
like, look at
forearms.
Now, missing an upper body and torso, but,
I want to get now we got to get the behind the. Now I got to watch iShow Speed on
Brent,
YouTube or something.
You don't think I looked at Brent? I've done the whole. You know when I get obsessed about things, how much I do homework with. I've tried to do the homework.
You did it.
There's no explanation for why that's in his house or what that is. Like Brady just was like, "Hey, yeah," and just shrugged it off. I don't know.
Wow, that's impressive.
But it bothers me.
Yeah, well, I can tell. Yes, it does.
Brent, this is the greatest quarterback of all time. What if Dan Marino had that in his? What if your childhood hero Dan Marino had that in his house? Wouldn't you think something's off?
Hey, let me just point this out.
Like the more and more,
Go
ahead.
How bad this painting is because of the fact of we've had this picture up for 10 minutes. Nobody's even looked at what iShow Speed is wearing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's
we haven't even.
Hey, Hamby. I've seen this video like at least 50 times. Until you brought it up, I didn't even notice. Wearing a handkerchief like he's like from like the Beethoven era,
sleeveless
and a sleeveless
button
like
down.
Yeah, like a what do you call it? Like an aristocrat.
I actually feel like this is this looks like Hamby's shirt that Casey complicated the other day just without the comment just without sleeves.
This
then I
pull that one back out.
Then I feel like he got the hotel towel and just wrapped it in there for a little bib. Maybe he's eating dinner or something.
I think that this has to be a joke, right? Like, do you think that because it's obviously the streaming stuff, so they always play jokes. Like, do you think they set that painting up just to kind of have this reaction and for us to talk about it?
Yeah, maybe they did.
Yeah,
I would. Like, the more and more, I've been staring at this painting now for the last 8 minutes. We've been talking about it, and it's actually like getting freakier and freakier every time So I wouldn't want it in my house to walk by all the time, I guess, and look at.
Sure.
Good conversation piece, I guess, though.
Well, I guess that is art, isn't it? Like, we've spent how much time talking about this painting on this show? We've never talked about any other paintings before. Maybe that's the purpose.
Yeah.
Now, we also talked about, Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, so I'm not really sure, what we're talking about here, honestly.
There is one person on Twitter, no verification. They have a Simpsons logo as their bio, so take it for what it's worth. But they said, this is a Jean-Michel Basquiat painting he purchased for $4.5 million in 2018.
I'm done. That's it. Let's go home, Brent. $4.8 million. Time to go home on a Friday. Oh,
that's unbelievable.
It's supposed to mean it's a Jean. What is it? A Jean who?
Well, it's Michael, but without an A, and it's French, I guess.
Jean-Michel?
Michel Basquiat. Basquiat.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't care if it's a Picasso.
Right.
Brent,
I don't care if it's a Picasso. I'm Googling it because I want more images. Oh, he's got this looks like a character that he has in a lot of images.
Okay.
I don't know if it's. I just see things that look similar to this painting. I would.
Is this an old school artist or is this
No, he's.
Oh, then I hate it even more.
Definitely school.
He was only 28 when he died in 1988.
Oh, okay. Well, so he's fairly okay, but I'm saying he's not like Picasso. He's not Rembrandt. He's not like the old school guys. He ain't one of the OGs. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you said he died? Oh, he passed away in 1988.
That's why he's worth
so
much
born in
money
1960.
That's why these things are gone.
Really? I would have said I didn't see that part. I was just looking at images of his art. I would have said the art was more modern even than that. It felt like if you go look at some of the images he's got. But it looks like. You know what's interesting about that one compared to all the ones that are popping up? I mean, I just hit now that I dissecting art because I'm really good at it. That is way less color than he uses in a lot of other works of his art.
So we have chat in the comments. People seem to know who this guy is. Mr. Pico Boulevard. Paintings are worth a fortune. Used to date Madonna.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
But also, I mean, hey, Picasso
Join the
might have
club.
dated Madonna. Yeah. I mean, hey, Brent brought her up a couple days ago. We see Madonna lately? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me like who hasn't dated Madonna? Is that what you're trying to get to?
That's what Hamby said. I didn't say that part. Cancel him.
This is him.
Huh. That's him, huh? So wait, no, Hamby, put that picture back up real quick. Because I've seen. Did
There's
he
a
paint that
movie
one
made
behind him? Do we know?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think so. That's what his art looks like, Austin. A lot of his art, a lot of splash of colors, and I would say yes, a lot of the art looks like that. That I just Googled real quick.
Interesting. Hamby, do you mess with the band The Strokes at all or not?
I do not.
Okay, well their album is that. Like their latest album cover is that what's behind that dude. So I guess he's super influential and I didn't even know it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe we're the
That's
ones
pretty wild.
that are uncultured.
Oh, dude, hey, I never said I was cultured.
Hey, time out.
We're in the wrong.
We're the ones.
Well, we know we're uncultured.
Maybe
but
we're the ones that are uncultured. Let me just raise my hand and get first in line.
Yeah,
on that comment. All right.
Hamby's trying to break some news and make us feel bad.
No, I meant like.
Yeah.
I think what we're saying
Austin,
is that
I was a
Tom
little.
Brady is
Austin's
the
way
only one
more
who knows
cultured
what
than
it
he's
is.
giving himself credit for.
Well, that's true.
Oh, but I'm still like don't get it twisted though, Brett. I'm still like at the end of the day, I'm still a caveman at a lot of things. So.
This is like, are we saying this makes Tom Brady kind of cool having a art like this?
And now I'm finding out this guy was in the band Bad Brains, which is one of the staples of punk rock, like one of the Godfathers. I feel it. So see, now I want the painting. All right, give it to me. Let's go. How much is it? 1 point something.
4.8.
Right,
4.8. All right. Well, let me get a couple more Jaguar shows to go to, and we'll see what I can do.
Someday, man, if I ever had like crazy money like that, I just want to hang like an Uncrustable wrapper on the wall that's worth like 1.8 million.
See, this is why I love this show. We started off with me absolutely hating it. I still don't like the painting, but now like I learn about the artist, I'm like, okay, maybe I don't hate it so much. I don't like that Tom Brady has it.
Yeah,
I don't think Tom Brady was listening to Bad Brains when he was growing up. Right? I don't think Tom Brady had the jean jacket with the sleeves cut off and mosh pits with Bad Brains, but I still like it.
I think that's like the most fast. You know what, you want to have fun doing a documentary style show is you go find these athletes that are just so big, right, and so popular and so cool and all that stuff that 25 years ago were not. And what they were like Tom Brady interested in art or Tom Brady doing whatever. You've said this before about Kelsey, right? Like Kelsey, you've been the last person on earth you thought would be with like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And marrying Taylor Swift. Like I say that about athletes a lot of times. Like, how would we feel about all the things that a Tim Tebow does, even the good things that Tebow does if he wasn't really good at football at the University of Florida, right? Like, I just find that piece real fascinating. And that's that's not just a sports thing, too. Like, you can take somebody who made an invention or is a big musician or somebody like that you would have never either predicted or you would have been like, this was like the most uncool person in the world that's now like changing the pop culture of the world.
Yeah.
Just crazy how that happens.
Are you seeing? Once again, I'm taking Mr. Pico Boulevard as his word here because Apparently he wasn't in the band Bad Brains. He just looks like the guy from Bad Brains, which, okay, touche. But I guess in 1982, his painting sold for $110 million, Brent. Brent, we're in the wrong line of work. We're in the wrong line of work.
Wow.
Here's what, okay.
That was 1982? 82, that says?
I think I need to start with a new
drug
career.
overdose, they say.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do the drug overdose part, but I feel like, okay, so former NFL player, current UFC fighter, I got to have like an Antonio Brown type of freak out somehow, and then I become an artist. And we may have something, Brent. A troubled artist. Because
listen,
I guarantee if Antonio Brown started doing art, it would sell for millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Now, I don't know about this. This guy seemed like a real artist. But you're probably right. I mean, you're still probably right. What's crazy is if he died, I don't know if you guys said he died at 28 or I thought I saw 25. If he died at 25, he was 19 when that thing sold for $110 million.
That's crazy. I mean, it's kind of morbid to think about, but obviously you feel like he died, and then obviously the price of the paintings went up. Yeah, that's kind of the way it works. I feel like with
I know, but this one was sold before he died is my point.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I agree with you on there. I'm sure his work went up after he passed away.
Okay, so then I'll fake my own death and I'll change my name and we good to go.
It wasn't sold in 82. It was painted in 1982. Okay, that makes more sense. So it was sold for that amount posthumously, is my guess. Didn't think I'd work posthumously into the show today on a Friday from Cafe and Creamery here in McClenny.
Didn't think we'd work art today on this show, but here we are, man. High culture, high brow. Even my mom texted and she said, "Oh, I'm learning something new on your show. This is great." Okay.
I was gonna say
must have missed the balls part. Must have missed the balls part, but okay. Sorry, Mom.
Let's get back to what I'm good at. Eating kettle corn. On porch kettle corn. You got plenty to choose from. Look at this. Pork rinds as well. You like the ranch flavor, guys? I'll bring it back. Hot chili lime.
Like that.
We got a little bit of that. Oh, and don't forget the ice cream. All right, real quick on the ice cream front. I'm going to roll down the list. You guys stop me when you're like, I want that one. Okay? This is the flavor.
Okay.
Honey vanilla, coffee, chocolate bliss, cookie dough.
Yep.
Strawberry.
Oh, hold on, Brent. Hold on.
Cookie.
Stop right there for Hamby.
Cookie dough.
I'm in there.
Hamby's got cookie dough.
All right, cookie dough. Strawberry, cookies and cream, butter pecan, mint chocolate chip, McClenny Blue Monster.
What is the McClenny Blue
cake?
Brent, what's the McClenny Blue Monster? Is that like Blue Moon?
I don't know what McClenny Blue Monster is. I'll find out for you. But,
okay, because if it's like Blue Moon,
I'm not sure.
Let's go ahead and stop it right there.
What is Blue Moon ice cream? I've never heard of that.
Oh, Blue Moon. You got to Google that, man. That's a Wisconsin staple. Nobody knows what it is in terms of like what they put in it. It's kind of like a secret. Seriously, I'm not lying. It's like nobody can like actually like make it up. I don't know where it came from, but it's called Blue Moon, and it's delicious. It kind of tastes like melon mixed with like cereal milk, like from like if you pour like a like Trix cereal or like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah. So you take that milk and then you mix it with some like fruity melon, and that's kind of the flavor that it tastes like. Now people have been online saying this is the recipe for Blue Moon, but it's not. It's never been confirmed.
Wow, I've never heard of that. So I'll check on it. Birthday cake, cookies and brownies, caramel coffee.
Yeah, I'm in there too. Cookies and brownies. Cookies and brownies. Yeah, let's go and double up that. Yep.
Okay, banana pudding ice cream, classic cheesecake, dark cherry chocolate chunks.
Sorry, Brent, gotta do it again. Classic cheesecake. I love cheesecake.
I'm out there. No, thank you.
Give me the cheesecake.
Wow. I thought you were going to stop me at banana pudding. You like the cheesecake. I like that about you. I'm a big cheesecake guy, too. Oatmeal cream pie, salted caramel. I can't read that one as well, so I won't say it. Creamsicle, cotton candy, Butterfinger, mango. So I think you guys stopped me at cookie dough, cookies and brownies, classic cheesecake. You didn't like oatmeal cream pie? You either love that one or you don't. Like, are you an oatmeal cream pie fan?
I like them. I don't know if I could do. I don't know if I could do the ice cream. Who was it? Was it Nick Saban that was his breakfast? 2 of those every morning.
Yep.
Was that right?
Little
Debbie's.
Debbie's. That's what it was. Yeah, the little
Dude,
Debbie oatmeal cream
hey,
pies.
if you want to get in trouble, just freaking go straight to Publix or wherever, straight to that little Deb section. Oh man.
See, I agree with Hamby here. Like, I like the little Debbie
zebra cakes,
oatmeal cream pies, but like, I feel like in ice cream because I know how I feel after those those little Debbies. So if you put it in ice cream, I'm like, well, how am I gonna feel after that?
Right.
So that's kind of why I'm a little hesitant towards that one.
My favorite little Debbie story ever, Hamby. You'll like this. We're getting heckled up at in college, and Wayne's, I think it was Wayne State up in the Detroit area.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got our first baseman, and he's a little on he's not super heavy, but he's on the heavier side of things. Yeah. And so they're getting after him, and they're calling him Twinkie and all these other names while he's at the plate in the middle of that bat. And they're like, Twinkie, who's your cousin? Little Debbie? He literally had to call time and stepped out of the box laughing.
That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, you're not
what did the coach say
after baseball game. We're not.
Yeah, but what did the coach say?
We're not talking about Florida State,
Yeah, but what did the coach say? What did the coach say?
Oh, I think everybody was laughing.
It was all good. Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually one of those moments. It was just kind of a fun moment. It didn't go into anything else. It was just a quote that I always remember. And every time I hear Little Debbie, it just reminds me of that moment. It seems like that's probably been said at a lot of baseball games. Who's your sister or cousin? Oh. But I had never heard it before. I've never heard it since, actually. So I thought it was pretty creative from the folks up there in Michigan. All right, let's take a timeout to get back on track. Blue Moon was made at Coors Field in Colorado. That's the only Blue Moon I've heard of, too. I'll dig into the
Google Blue Moon ice cream, man. It's delicious.
Blue Monster.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm going to look. I'd never heard of that, by the way, so we'll look into it a little bit more. When we come back, Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. We're all over the place on a Friday. That's what Fridays are for. We got college football season right here. What happened a little bit last night? UCF snuck by USF. We called that one, didn't we? And the Florida Gators get rolling tomorrow night in the Swamp.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit
it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
The Gators open up tomorrow night in the Swamp, 7 o'clock against Long Island. Shouldn't be a problem for the Gators. You can look bad and still win, or you can look good and take care of business. And then that USF game becomes a little bit more interesting. I think they looked really good on Thursday night, but was that just Boise being a little bit overrated? Who knows? I do have the answer to your question as we're back here at Front Porch Cafe and Creamery. McClenny Blue Monster. Basically, it's blue ice cream, and I guess the way this works is a little bit like a Cookie Monster type ice cream. I've never seen that before, but you can put anything you want in it, so it's got like M&Ms in it and other candies in it, and so you can mix it with just about anything, and so they have their own version. I think it'll be pretty unique almost wherever you go, but you can try that. It seemed like it would be a popular one for the kids, and then they end up with the blue all over their face and all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, my son has had Cookie Monster many times, I recall. So, yeah, something for the kids. I like it. I'm intrigued
by the Blue Moon thing, and I'm going to look it up a little bit more. And someday I'm going to end up in Wisconsin and try it. I've never been to Wisconsin. Someday we're going to go.
I'm pretty sure there's some shops. I've had it before in Jacksonville. It wasn't like the authentic one, but people have tried to recreate it in Jacksonville. But it's like I said, there's no strict recipe, and people can't really explain what it tastes like. It's just you have to experience it.
Yeah. I'm ready to experience it. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, and Jason Hamby. Casey will join us in a bit. We got some picks coming up and our bets for the week in the final hour. Quick note or two on college football. Boy, USF, That was a good call, guys. USF looking really good against Boise. UCF not looking so great, Hamby. You kind of wondered about how they would be. And I don't think there are high hopes coming off that football game. And now we get a look at what the Florida Gators will look like in what should be a cupcake situation. You still want to look good in those kind of games. You want to avoid kind of what UCF did last night, where you just struggle to even do anything well.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to watch the Gators. It probably wasn't that fun of a watch for you for the Knights last night.
No, it wasn't. I think, as I said it on Stadium Pulse this morning, which had a very lively chat this morning, so appreciate everybody for that. Every Friday, 9 to 10 a.m., and expanding to Mondays here soon as well. If your football team, just as a blanket statement, kind of gauge, we're all trying to gauge our football teams, especially earlier in the season. How good are we? I think an early test is something like this. Well, if your team has a 2nd and 1 at midfield, okay, and they set up a screen pass that's wide open, and your quarterback throws it at the receiver's feet, then on 3rd and 1, you run a quick out that's tackled for no gain, and then on 4th and 1, your receiver who's on the far hash, 25 yards from the play, which you ran, which was a run right up the middle, but it gets blown dead because that receiver, again, on the far hash, commits a false start, and you end up punting from 2nd and 1 with a quick, easy screen that you threw with the feet to punting, then you're a bad football team. And if that happens against Jacksonville State, then you might want to you might just have to chalk it up as, hey, I have 3.5 hours of a slot that I don't have to commit to this football team for the rest of the fall. I've got a clear slot from now going forward. So that's kind of where I was. Now, did they rebound? The Knights, obviously, that is, with Taven Jackson coming in. He kind of lit it up in the fourth quarter. Ended up 17-24 for 250 and 2 touchdowns in just over 2.5 quarters of football. So that was very encouraging. But you still needed Jacksonville State to go for it on a 4th and 1 with a minute left in the game when they could have, if they got it, they run out the clock, kick a field goal, and you start the year 0-1. So just the fact that you were in that game means that, holy cow, it's going to be a long year. On the flip side, with USF, my biggest takeaway is Ashton Jeanty might have been the most underrated player in college football last season. Now, is that kind of blowing it out of the water? Yes. But watching Boise State's offense last night, totally anemic.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I don't know what that means about. I mean, obviously, Jeanty was really good, right? You're going to take, 25th ranked Boise State. It feels like they just had to put somebody in at 25 sometimes this time of year. I don't know how good they were going to be anyway. You lose a superstar player, but. I don't know if it means he was underrated. They just might not have as much back as they did. I don't know enough about him.
Same
but,
return quarterback.
I don't know if. Yeah, but I don't know if. Here's the deal, man. My takeaway from yesterday in general, Austin. Like I watched Dylan Raiola as well, and I know his numbers were okay, but like the look of it is just like. It's like it's not dynamic, and you watch the Cincinnati quarterback. I mean, you're in the Big 12 playing quarterback, and I see all the hype on high school Friday nights about these guys. I see 7-on-7s. I see these guys spinning it. I see the amount of money they're making. It still feels like, to me, there are not a lot of guys in the country that can actually run an offense that's like feels like football at the collegiate level. I mean, the Cincinnati kid was just like, hey, you got to get it out of my hands. If it's not here right here, it's not going to work, right? It's I don't know. And I feel like that same way with Raiola. Again, his numbers were fine. Is he a little bit better here or there? I mean, I got a feeling that's going to be one of the most – he's going to be one of the most overhyped dudes, like, because of the Mahomes stuff and everything else that maybe we've ever seen. I just don't see it when I'm watching him, and I think sometimes the eye test is enough, Austin.
No, without a doubt. And I get Raiola isn't going to fall in this category here, but I think now in college football, like, we just have expectations that these young quarterbacks are going to come out and just blow the league, take their conferences by storm. Like, you think Alabama, oh yeah, that kid he'll tear apart Florida State. You think Ohio State, oh yeah, that kid will tear apart. Like, man, like, do you remember like the old years? I say the old years, but like, you remember like the back in the day when like you needed a quarterback who was like a 3-year veteran, and then he comes in and he's experienced, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, this guy can win us football games, and now we expect these 17 and 18-year-olds to come in and just lead their teams and make it look like it's, they've been a 5-year veteran. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, there's going to be some growing periods. Now, with Dominic Raiola, like, there's no excuse to him because, well, this is his, second year now at the helm of Nebraska football. So, like, you have some experience there. But, like, this is more speaking towards the matchups of this weekend where it's like we expect these Power 5 teams to dominate and come out the gate fast when it's like, what have these young quarterbacks shown us? We're just going to put all our chips and say, yep, Alabama, you got it. Ohio State, redshirt freshman, you got it. Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think we have to be – there have never been more eyes, Hamby, on college football. The betting, the hype, we love football, everything else. Like, I don't feel like there's ever been more eyes on college football. And I do understand this. We see more games than ever before. Like, we're interested in the Nebraska-Cincinnati game for some reason. Like, why would we be normally, right? Like, on a typical Saturday, you're going to be interested in that game. So we're seeing more of these games played out in prime time on different nights and something to watch and everything else. But I do think what Austen said is right here. And I think you add in the transfer portal age and also the expectation on these guys because of the NIL from the outside world. But I think offenses in general might be a really tough watch in this age because you have so many new parts and pieces. And I don't know if you have enough time to actually get it all clicking and working together, specifically given the skill sets, the IQ, the everything else. These guys aren't professionals. Like, we have now adopted the view in some sense because people bet on the games a lot or because they're getting paid or because it's such a big deal for our eyes to watch football that these guys are akin to the professional athlete. Not necessarily watching the Detroit Lions play, but not that far off. Well, the reality is it's way more closer to high school football than it is the NFL. And it's just got eyes on it, like it's the NFL. And I don't know if our perspective is lined up correctly. So when I watch it, I'm almost disappointed. I'm guilty of it, is what I'm trying to say here. And I'm almost disappointed in the product when I watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I think, I mean, the hype around these guys, a lot of it is because of the high school coverage, the 7-on-7. I think if you just looked at the 7-on-7 stuff, I mean, you got these guys, obviously, without much of a pass rush, just slinging the pill, and it all looks, like the NFL quarterback out of the hand when there's not even really a whole lot of reads going on. And then you look at them on a Saturday, and it is, like you said, if the ball isn't out and it's a one-read kind of, that's all they've got. And I think so that's part of it. The other part of it is, I think, is that that's just the way that football's kind of gone in general is you just got to get the ball, even at the NFL level. Everything is thrown at the line of scrimmage a lot. I mean, you're just trying to get the ball in playmakers' hands. That's not all it is. But I think it's a lot more than it used to be. I mean, screens, way bigger now than it used to be. Such a big part of the game. Pre-snap motion, swing routes, all of these things. Just trying to get the ball into the hands of your back so he can make a guy miss. Trying to take the risk out of things. I just think that's part of today's game more than it ever has. I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah, might be. And we'll see. We'll see. We get to see some of the big games. And we've always known this. This isn't new. The drop-off between the top 10 teams in the country or the top 8 teams in the country and the rest of college football is going to be a pretty wide gap. It usually is. It has been for a long time. So when we see LSU play Clemson tomorrow, what does that look like? When we see Texas and Ohio State go tomorrow, what does that look like? When we see Miami and Notre Dame this weekend, what does that look like, right? So I think, to me, Austen, it's just kind of like this mental gymnastics of watching it and keeping it in the proper perspective sometimes. Of course. Which, again, it might be a me problem, but I do actually think it's kind of I think we could sit back and we'd be talking in a few weeks, but like, it's kind of been like a dull start to the college football season. Like, okay, we just better get good finishes, because that's the other way to counter it. Is like, if you want good finishes, then you're like, I don't care what the quality of play looked like. That was fun. That was entertaining. That was dynamic.
No, for sure, because there's always going to be big matchups, but you have to capitalize on those big matchups, right? And I think with the transfer portal and obviously young quarterbacks now coming up and being relied upon more than ever, it can make it in terms of, it's not going to be what it looks like in the college football playoff, right? But the hope is when you get to week 7, week 8, and you get used to playing together as a team, the quarterbacks get a little more acclimated, that there is going to be high-scoring games. There is going to be a lot of offense. There's going to be a lot of, I guess, just entertaining football to be had. We just might not get there in week 1, week 2, and week 3.
One other thing with
By
that
the way,
is
Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Brent.
No, go ahead. You go.
I think this really applies, to the game that everybody's going to be watching this Saturday. Tomorrow is Texas-Ohio State. You have an Arch Manning who's played, I think, 8 quarters of football and not really had any against real SEC competition, specifically not a big start. And then you have Julian Sayin, who's quite literally never played, and both expect these guys just to come in and light it up. So you have both things that I was saying. Yes, the hype around these guys, is it deserved? I think a lot of it is. But also, what are you going to see from Sark, I think specifically? You're going to see a lot of throws that are at the line of scrimmage or 5 yards, and because he wants the ball in his playmaker's hands. You're going to see quick outs. You're going to see, your receiver is going to go from one side of the field to the other. Mm-hmm. And Georgia does this literally 4 or 5 times a game. Receiver is going to start on one side, motion to the other. The quarterback's going to catch the ball, turn, and throw it to him as he's running, and they're trying to get up the sideline. You're just going to see that's half of passing offense now, because they're trying to create more things for the eye candy for the defense to look at, and so they want to make it easier on the quarterback. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Wisconsin, 17 points. Get ready for that dairy raid.
Oh no, we're good, man. They got Micah Parsons in Green Bay. Nobody gives a crap about the Wisconsin Badgers anymore. Like the first half, all I heard was, "This quarterback sucks. Get this ginger out of here." Oh, we got Micah Parsons. All right, let's go. Gas him up. Luke Fickell, who? Dairy raid, what? Nobody cares, Brent. Nobody cares. But hey,
Blue Moon ice cream for everyone.
But Brent, that's stout Badgers defense, though. When you come to Wisconsin, you're playing some defense now. Well, that's about it.
Hey, you shut down that Miami of Ohio Red Hawk team. That is something.
Relax. Relax. You're gonna be seeing that all season in the Big Ten.
That's pretty wild. Hey, you want to get on track, and then we'll welcome Casey into the show. Let's hit a break, and on the other side, we will have we've got our picks to get to today to kind of unleash this thing, and we also have a couple of wagers. I got some catching up to do on the weekend wagers. We'll see what this week brings us as well. That's coming up. Still to come until 1 o'clock, Hard Rock Bets, and also Saturday college football picks throughout the weekend, really, because it's a big college football weekend and beyond. Take it until 1 o'clock. Front Porch Cafe and Creamery out here in McClenny. Good to be live out here with our folks from Front Porch Kettle Corn as well, and they'll be out at our Action Sports Shacks Dream 18 Golf Tournament September 22nd at the Golf Club at Southampton. That presented by Access Golf and Cadillac.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Okay.
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Brent Martineau, Trevor Lawrence, Taylor Swift conversation crossing over to the mainstream here. By the way, Liam Coen Anderson says... Go ahead.
I see what he says. I see. Is this a Casey thing or is this a Hamby thing?
More intimate. This wasn't my thing. I don't know. Whose Casey? Is this you? Yeah, that's a Casey Kurtz special. Yeah, I mean,
Who sent it to who?
Good point, actually. Yeah, I might have gotten a heads up that this one had happened. But once I saw it, I knew we had to address it because, once again, why do you keep doing weird stuff with Trevor Lawrence? Like, I go back to like the beginning. You've randomly touched him a couple times. The handshake debacle on TV will live forever. And now you're knees to knees. Like,
wait, who was it? It was the tap to Brenton Strange, wasn't it?
Oh, Brent's a known toucher of people that don't want to be touched in a non-offender way.
There we go.
But
nice.
I mean, it's just.
Oh,
it's gotta
thanks
be a
for
mess.
clarifying.
No problem.
Got you.
But like, why were you so close to him? They got microphones, right? You could hear. Is your hearing going kind of like your eyes? Could you not hear him farther away?
Yeah, this is, you guys don't get TV, but this is, first of all, I didn't set this up. Marcel set this up, so you can call him in for this. So I think the nature of the shots that Marcel was trying to get from both angles was better the closer together you are, which isn't unique, actually. We've done many of these that have to be kind of close. The other part is he now uses a boom mic. You know, one of the mics that goes over the top. You'll see on the sideline.
I actually don't.
I
don't get TV. So can you please explain what a boom mic is? That'd be awesome because I don't get TV.
Yeah, so it's a mic that kind of hangs over the top.
Oh, thank you.
Rather than in front of us, so we weren't mic'd up. So the boom mic is picking us both up.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
You know, so obviously the further you're separated, you're going to have more ambient noise being picked up on that. So
ambient noise is what again? We don't understand TV. Could you explain it?
Blame Marcel. Yeah, you don't understand TV. It's pretty apparent. Blame Marcel Robinson is really what I'm getting at. But
I don't know, man.
On TV, you won't notice any of that.
I'm just going to say, I think Marcel Robinson, he's open to collaboration because when I interviewed Paul Rodriguez, and by the way, when I interviewed Paul Rodriguez, Gene Fournette to this day still says it's one of his favorite interviews he's ever watched because he said that it was informational, but it also let me be myself. It was my idea. Skateboarder Paul Rodriguez, P-Rod, interviewed him outside of the Action News Jack steps. Just kind of a casual thing. We're sitting side by side. You know, just like kind of cool kid, a couple cool kids after school, just hanging on the steps. And Marcel, set it up perfectly. I told him my vision. He executed it. And then I got the Gene Fournette stamp of approval. Unfortunately, the company got hacked, and I lost that video because in part of the hacking thing. Remember the whole hacking thing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, who doesn't? It was all over the internet. The CMG got hacked, and then I lost the video because of it.
No shot, really?
Yeah, sucks, man. That was my favorite interview I ever did.
It's gone forever?
Gone.
That can't possibly be right.
Brent, I was told it's gone forever. Is that true?
There's no way.
So you never you never posted that on YouTube or anything?
Mm-mm.
Did it play in the show?
Yeah, so it exists. It exists. It played during. It was like a weekend news segment, like a sports show. It played during that.
Yeah,
it never played on the radio.
Action
show?
Sports Jacks Primetime. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, there you go. But no, it never got to the radio show part. And I'm pretty sure all those saved files. No, it wasn't a radio thing. It was definitely just a TV thing.
It exists.
Huh.
I was told it doesn't exist anymore because I tried to look.
Who told you that?
Well, there's a chance. There's
Stuart
a chance it doesn't. I mean, in the what year was that? Do you remember?
The year of the hack. I don't know.
It was remember the hack and COVID was the same time, roughly.
Yeah. Remember how it was
so,
stage 5 lockdown in the building for a long time?
The hack was a debacle.
Yeah, I'm not really going to sit here and talk about that because I'm not sure how much we're supposed to even mention anything. So
it was
statute of limitations.
It's public news. It was all over Twitter.
It's not statute of limitations on it yet. If it was just
okay, we'll keep it hush hush. Now I can just go on Twitter and look it up real quick. But all right.
All right. So if we're getting fired, can I start cussing?
This guy is obsessed. How do you like this interview setting, Hamby? Can you share? The James Gladstone interview setting this week. Is this a little bit better, or are we too close?
Sharing ice cream?
You guys can be the judge.
One spoon? Okay.
Okay.
No,
We're
going for a walk. How's that?
To me, this feels...
I'd go back. Oh, Hamby. No, I'm not going to say anything. I have a plan with this. Hamby, I'm going to need this cut up at the end of the show and send it to me. I got an idea. Yes, I got an idea. That's all I'm going to say about it.
You guys get wet?
Oh, Brent, you're walking through with sprinklers?
I kind of like the sprinklers. It kind of added to it a little bit.
So
kind of
no,
changed the shot up.
Listen, I get it because James Gladstone always, once again, he has the football in his hand. Dude can't put it down, huh? Guy has the football in his hand, walking with you. Like, that's kind of his MO. I get it. I'm going to improve it, though. Don't worry.
You're going to improve it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. Mm-hmm. I wish you were there for the actual shoot to improve it.
It's all good.
Casey,
what are we getting into first today?
Casey, you wanted me to pull up a certain graphic that we did yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Do you have that?
I do.
Because here's the thing. Never met the homie, Dan Griffiths, right? Writes good work here for Action Sports Jacks.
Yeah,
I was
all the analytics.
Cutting up some video yesterday. Brent does not like where this is going. And there's just one thing on this.
This dude's unbelievable. He gets
Friday.
after everybody.
It's Friday.
Why are we going to turn the tables on Casey and just hammer him on everything?
It's Friday.
Go ahead. What do you got? I'm fat. I'm ugly. Go ahead.
What do I got?
Go ahead. Go say something. Say something. Offend me right now. Go ahead.
I got after him. Hey, man.
It's too easy.
I clapped back with my whole tweets and everything when he told me I got to start quote tweeting.
By the way, did you retweet yesterday?
I did. Yes, man. You got to stop asking me.
Why?
Because
this
I
guy
because
doesn't
I
pay
do.
attention.
Because I do.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, look at this graphic.
Time out. I hope you go to the place that I actually almost said something about yesterday, but let's see where
Of course that's where I'm going, because this graphic, as you see, turnover differential, win, whatever in the NFL, who cares? If you get some turnovers, you win some games, Action Sports Jacks. All of that perfectly makes sense. And then you've got the human being that made the graphic. Awesome, love it. Why the hell did he just randomly need to say, Harvard University, known genius, made the graphic?
So
what are we doing?
So here's what I'm glad you brought this up, because I forgot all about this. I saw this, because you know how I feel about analytics, right? So I'm already kind of like, I see the Harvard University thing. I'm like, I didn't know he went to Harvard. So listen, I thought Dan Griffiths went to Harvard, in which case I said, well, I'm not going to make fun of this anymore because this dude's legit. I couldn't get into Harvard. Sure. It's an Ivy League. So I thought he put that saying he went to Harvard. He's like a Harvard graduate, and he used Harvard University as the analytics part. And I'm like, never mind. This thing is completely not off the rails. We're good to go.
You guys are so. I mean,
that's what I thought.
I actually thought. Well, I knew he didn't go. I knew he wasn't saying he went to Harvard, but I actually saw where Casey was coming from too, because I almost said something about it yesterday. This is obviously, I'm assuming at least, the source of some of the information here is Harvard.
Oh, what?
Right, Hamby?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're saying?
Harvard has time to worry about turnover differentials?
Yeah, they're doing the statistics behind this.
I thought he was saying he went there.
That's what
No, he goes to Florida.
Why is it that, I'm so confused.
How does he have his finger on the Harvard analytical department?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I stumbled upon this and I was like, does that say Harvard
I
University?
thought he was a Harvard graduate. Now I'm super confused.
I thought guy was known genius.
Man.
Well, he might still be a known genius, but he just doesn't go to Harvard.
He's not. Not a known genius.
He doesn't.
Now I'm starting to think this is like a chat GPT thing the whole time. If he just chat GPT this,
I'm wondering what's happening.
Oh yeah,
believe me,
dude's collected a check from Brent Martineau and is literally just typing in, our turnover's good in the NFL. Chat GPT, boom, analytical, Harvard, boom, boom, boom. Put it on the website.
Hey, you know what?
$50. Let's go.
Hey, listen. I would say this. First of all, if he is, good for him. But I'd also say he ain't the only one stealing money from me.
The whole Adam Thielen thing. Remember the Adam Thielen goal route? That was ChatGPT.
That feels very ChatGPT.
That was so ChatGPT. Wasn't even funny.
That feels John Cena and Batista are the tag champs. ChatGPT.
My boy listed 5 wide receivers you never heard of before in his stats.
Yeah, who was that guy that was on every one?
ChatGPT in it.
What was that guy's name for the Lions that caught 2 passes all year?
Khalif
Raymond. Greatest route runner in the history of the sport. 8 catches for 6 yards.
Maybe put Tim Patrick on there. We know who Tim Patrick is. Who the hell's Khalif Raymond? ChatGPT'd it. Good for him, man. I like it. Brent got swindled. That's okay.
I was getting swindled left and right.
Brent's getting swindled.
I just handed Casey a check yesterday. Hey, by the way, Casey, you put all that on Nebraska or what?
Casey, come on now.
I asked him last night.
No. I'm not. He did hand me. I'm not arguing that he handed me a check.
Yeah.
Do you forget? Read my damn intro.
Yeah,
read the intro.
20K by Friday, right?
Read
Is
the
that where we're at?
intro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Damn right.
Gracing the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network with his presence.
You know it.
The James Gladstone of Jacksonville Sports Media.
Yep.
Mr. 100K asterisk by Wednesday.
No, it happened.
Casey Kurtz.
There you go.
All right.
That's why you pay me.
Did you? Yeah. Did you say 100 or 120?
Oh, where are we at now? I said 100. We're good. 100. Yeah. 100.
Oh, okay. I thought he was inflating the number. That was what I thought.
Oh, 100. No. We're still at 100K.
Do you want this to be my last day? Because I wouldn't really complain that much.
Hey.
But it seems like you're a bit upset about how the situation's going. My bad, dog. Trying to make the show relevant. I pushed it out to a whole new sample size, and you got a problem with it. But you know what? Keep old Harvard grad Griffiths on writing you articles about Thielen running the go route. Use your money better spent that way, you bum.
Hey, Austin, how did I get into this segment?
Why am I getting brought back in?
How did I get into this? No, how did I get into this segment?
What's up?
Casey fries everybody, but he can't take it. You say one thing, he can't take it.
That's Mr. 100K by Wednesday, Brent. It's not just Casey. It's Mr. 100K by Wednesday.
If you come at me with unfactual information, which you are trying to assume I didn't get you 100K, because I did, by Wednesday.
Last week.
So what had happened?
Okay.
I
know what happened.
Anything that happened in the past, we say, like, if you won the American League MVP in baseball, we say, oh, former MVP.
Sure.
Right? You went to Murray State. We say, Murray State grad. Guess what? It happened once. You only graduated one time. But it happened, right?
I mean,
no one's taking it away from you.
But now, if you're going to negotiate, okay, but just real quick, though, quick, like, if you're like, give me a player. If you're James Robinson, right? Who? It's exactly my point. And you're gonna get a new contract, right? Are you gonna say, well, hey, that one time in Jacksonville, I ran for over 15 yards, but recently, my knee, recently, averaging maybe 2.7 yards a carry. You're not gonna go back to that one moment. You have to move on.
Okay, don't cut this off, Brent, because this is the cold hard truth, and I told you guys this on the 100K day. I can only help what already happened. You guys are the bums sitting here making the content. Do something that gets the people going.
I talked about balls today on the show for 30 minutes. Of some
balls?
So Tom Brady's painting. You've seen Tom Brady's painting?
No.
Hey, you're welcome for that content. Okay.
Great. Then we're all set.
Even my mom was inspired. Not that conversation. Well, see, not that part.
What?
Not that part. No. I'm saying the part after when we talked about art. Yeah, there we go. Look at this painting. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm bringing to the table. You're welcome. You're welcome. What, you thought it was all Micah Parsons today?
Can you leave your mom out of this?
No, I can't. She's part of the show. If she texts me during the show and I see it, she's part of the show.
I'm not even. I'm just gonna leave it. I've definitely got some stuff to talk to you guys about in the break, though.
Oh, about the painting? Oh, don't worry, dude. We broke it down. Trust me. We spent 30 minutes on that painting.
I bet you didn't. What I'm about to say.
Okay.
In the break.
Okay.
What's this guy doing?
All right, Brent.
Okay.
Brent's gone. All right.
How was that?
Can we actually go get an answer on? I am really curious. I'm not preying on your downfall, but I am really curious. How much of that check went on Indiana? -6.5. I had it too.
Oh, Nebraska?
Yes. Sorry, Nebraska.
You mean?
Yes.
Well, so there's some good and bad. The good is the financial institution I'm using put a hold on the check, so I couldn't use all of it. So that's the good news.
Who are you? I'm not gonna ask.
The bad news is I had my own American currency that I had stashed for a moment like that, and I lost all that. So. Yeah, Brett, I don't know if you need anybody to do anything else for you, like wash your car, wipe your butt, anything, but I'm down pretty horrendous after the Nebraska debacle. So, and Amanda's been out of town. She comes back this weekend, and I lost a lot of our money, so really, I'll do just about anything.
By the way, I might have tried to I might have tried to tell you on that Nebraska one too, so thanks a lot.
Oh, hey, But here's the other thing. Who pounded the table yesterday for USF to win the football game and you to make one of those your 5 money line bets? Can I have some of that? Because, again, I'm in a serious problem now.
Well, yeah,
They're coming for his kneecaps, Brent.
$25.
They're coming
so
for
you
his
can have
kneecaps.
$5, yes.
They're only plus 250? There's no way.
Yeah, I thought it would be more than that.
Yeah, I think that's what they were. Yeah. That's what they... You know what? I might have missed the start of the game, so it was like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I knew you were capping because the money one was like plus 4 something right before they kicked off.
Well, it was like 0-0 when I put the thing on. It was that big of a difference.
But I would
knows?
guess what probably changed that is because Boise State fumbled early, right?
They did.
Oh, did they? Yeah. I didn't even know the game was going on. I forgot the 5:30 start. So
how could you, Brent?
But anyway, hey, we're 1 for 1 on the on the underdogs, and so that's a good sign. Good team bet right there by us. All right, I've got some catching up to do. What are we going to? Who's going first here?
Well, right now we're looking at the scoreboard, Brent.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know that you are in DFL. It's gonna listen, and this is it, right? This is all the marbles for what?
That was funny how you said it. Like, no, DFL. I like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
You never heard that before?
No.
Let me tell you exactly what the letters stand for.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Brent, you gotta save. You gotta save yourself here.
Put it back up there, Hamby. Let's get Brent is talking to real quick. Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's been a lot of conversation about the payoff of this segment, which will happen on Tuesday, and I have a lot of thoughts about how that's gone down. Thank you to some of the humans in the chat for really destroying my bit and making Brent all concerned about it. But don't worry, we'll have that paid off on Tuesday. I can promise you that. So, Brent, to save yourself from being the first one to apparently take a shot at the dartboard, since we're scared of what could happen if we use something that was invented in the 1800s. We got, or actually, I guess Hamby. It would be up to Hamby who has the stuff up first. Sorry, Hamby. All good.
I walk in. Actually, just you can see my shot. Would you prefer this on the? See the wheel back there? Can you tell?
No.
Nope.
Oh no, you can't tell because I moved the wrong thing. I was like, why isn't this moving?
You moved your computer thinking it was the camera?
Oh, Brent.
Oh, but we don't know TV.
Brent.
We have no idea how TV works.
Brent.
You moron.
Brent.
Now go ahead.
Now go ahead, man. Let's see it.
You're front and center.
Thank you.
You're doing it again.
Brent, you're moving your laptop. Brent, you're moving your
You're
laptop.
literally doing it
What
again.
are you doing?
Oh, I don't want to do. I thought you had taken that shot.
Bro, we're on the TV.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
There we go.
you're on TV here.
So.
Oh, wow. So, wait, they're listening to
Yeah, that wasn't going to help me out, Hamby. I thought you were actually taking my shot from the computer.
Hey, Brent, real quick.
Eye on her.
Is our show being is it the audio available too right now?
Oh, yeah, it's been available the whole time.
So they heard us talk about the Tom Brady thing for 30 minutes?
Yeah, you got. There's a new flavor ice cream here now.
Never. Okay, I'm never going there. I'm never going there then. Awesome.
So the lady getting ice cream right now can hear us. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for watching the show.
Yep.
Thanks for you guys can say hi to every customer that comes in.
We will. Just let us know when they roll through.
All
right, Brent, here you go.
All right, who's going first?
You are.
You
Is
are,
this
Brent.
me?
And I'm going to get rid of this. Yes.
Thanks for the background.
10 team parlays. Here we go. Brent's got to save himself.
This is your save yourself week.
No, no. So here's it. I think this is important to note, right? Like we got to do parlays or props is part of our game, and I thought I played this one kind of safe, guys. I got to get on the board. So a little Georgia Tech Clemson just to win. Not going to make me rich, but hopefully get me on the board. And then I like the Phillies to stay hot. The Red Sox bring up their prospect, and you got Skeens as well. We'll go under the 7.5, and hopefully they both pitch well. And then on top of that, I think the Cubs over.
Going out on a limb on that one.
Yeah,
the
playing
Rockies, 'cause
great
anybody-
baseball right now.
Yeah, well, I just got I got to try to be as safe as I can here. For the last 3 weeks I've been trying to hit a home run. I need a single or and then a stolen base.
You
I don't
just
even
need
need
to walk
a double.
at this point, my guy.
Taking Scotty Scheffler to win the tournament was a bunt. You couldn't even bunt properly. What are you talking about?
Bunted
A
and
home
fouled
run?
with 2 strikes.
That's a good point.
Dude's like,
that
yeah,
was a bunt.
I'm gonna have it safe here. Take Scotty Scheffler. Whoops, foul ball. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah, that was a bad execution on the bunt.
It happens, man.
All right, I'll go next because
All
I'm
right,
the one
what do
who's
you guys
trying to fend Brent off.
Yeah.
So I see that he went with the what he would consider a lock just to try to get $35 because that would put him above me if I were to get swept.
Smart thinking.
So I also went with a couple of different options. I went with 3.
Here comes ping pong.
No ping pong today. So I'll start. I'll start on the left with this is my has to hit only plus 177. I have Texas plus 3.5, Bama money line just to win and beat Florida State, and Clemson to win and beat LSU.
Okay.
Then I went with a plus 1,500 burger.
He's trying to not lose.
I know.
Baylor. This is actually a 7-bet parlay. I could only fit 5 legs on the screen.
God.
Baylor. This is a $2 wager.
Can we call somebody, please?
Baylor, Texas, Bama, Clemson, and South Carolina. And then my most regular play, I'd say, is on the right. 5-bet parlay plus 407. Texas, Bama, Clemson, South Carolina, Baylor. So I have a lot of the same teams.
Yeah, which you don't want to do, Hamby.
Yeah, I mean,
do the opposite, man.
Hamby,
Nah.
like, I don't know if you've ever went to like proper betting class.
I get if you do 2 of the exact opposites, you're guaranteed to win 1.
Well, no, I'm not even. Well, yeah, I mean, in theory, I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is, if Texas loses by 4, it's over. At what would that be? 3-15.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
yeah, Hamby. Like you, listen, man. Everyone bets their own way, but like I'm saying, like you
Go
can't.
Clemson.
Yeah, you literally like put the house on
Texas.
Well,
This whole
Texas,
thing's on
and
Texas.
Clemson though too.
Well, yeah, but he might not even get past. Texas
I know,
plays at
true,
noon
true.
tomorrow.
I got you. Yeah.
At this time tomorrow,
be
in
all right.
theory, Texas could be down 14.
We'll be all right.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
I respect
As
it.
he said, as the mafia's coming to smash his kneecaps in. Okay.
Bro's going to be throwing darts.
Yep. We'll be all right as he's losing 2 fingers. All right. Who's up next?
Give me 1 second. We'll get to Austin. We'll get to you
I
next.
mean, now we're just in this is like the winners bracket here. We're
Yeah, I
this
feel
is
good.
this is a little extra steak and sizzle for us, Casey.
Yeah, I mean,
We're chilling, man.
yeah, I feel pretty good about it. It's
Yeah.
going to be an uncomfortable watch for those two if all their other stuff hits on what is that, Sunday night? Watching LSU Clemson.
Oof.
LSU's going to be up like 14-10 in the third.
Just a real sweat.
We're going to have some sweating human
Yep.
beings over there
Yep.
between Brent and Hamby. Going to be very sweaty
Yeah.
over there at their households.
That's all right.
All right, here we go. Go ahead and give me Vinny against what?
No, you got a last name on that guy?
Oh yeah. Pascal Quantitino.
Not quite.
Hit me with it.
Pascantino.
All right, all I know is that the guy that he's playing against in terms of the Detroit Tigers pitcher gives up a lot of dong levies, so I'm going to take a plus 450 to get the job done.
Nice.
And then go ahead and give me, this rookie's been on absolute fire lately. At home, seems to do well there.
Casey's cousin.
Go ahead and give me Mr. I don't know, how many home runs does he have right now? Only like 20-something, yeah. Mr. 25 by Wednesday. Nick Kurtz. Plus 210. That's a plus 1605. $5 is gonna net me $85. Next, I mean, I'm just kind of chilling, so I'm like, yeah, let's get some college football in here. Give me the Michigan second half spread at minus 9.5. I think they start out slow against Montana State. I saw Oregon's spring game. Didn't leave a lot to be desired. I think they start out slow, come out in the second half and dominate. I got UTSA plus 23.5. Call it a hunch. I got Marshall plus 38.5
That's
against
a lock.
Georgia. This is a lock. Do you know why it's a lock, Hamby?
We don't ever cover these big spreads.
Correct.
Ever.
Kirby Smart, I think, is like, 0-15 when his team is at least a 37-point favorite or something like
yeah,
that.
this is a lock. I just couldn't take it for pride's sake.
Yeah, no, I get it. And obviously I'm going to sprinkle a little of that Hamby hate on there as well, picking against Georgia, so I like that one.
No problem.
And then give me the under 47.5 total points. I just think we're putting way too much stake right now into a redshirt freshman quarterback at Ohio State, and I think the Ohio State defense at home can get it done against Arch Manning. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Last but not least, go and give me the 3-bet parlay. We got UNLV, Sam Houston State. Give me the over all day.
61.5.
Hey, give me the over all day. When we talk about these late games, when it's 11 o'clock at night, freaks come out at night. What? And then we got Georgia Tech minus 4.5 against Colorado. Colorado couldn't stop the run last year. Why would they be able to do it this year? And then this is kind of I feel like a dog pick right now because everyone's on Baylor.
Yep.
Why are they on Baylor? Tell me why they're on Baylor.
I'm not on Baylor.
Yeah, I'm not on Baylor either.
I'm on Baylor.
Because everybody's coming back.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Auburn. Yeah, including their quarterback, who might be a little overrated. Go ahead and give me Auburn minus 2.5. $10 will get me $72.
All right.
Wow. Who's playing quarterback for Auburn? Is it Jackson Arnold?
Pretty good.
It's it is, but Hugh Freeze says all 3 quarterbacks are going to play.
That's a recipe to win.
Oh boy,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a little gamesmanship more than anything there.
Jackson
hopefully.
Arnold, known 5-star, by the way. But anyway.
Yes. All right, Casey.
All right, Casey, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, cool casual.
Yeah,
did
chilling.
these last night, and I was pretty upset about the Nebraska thing, so I just said screw it. All right, so here's what I did that's interesting on the left. I think Texas wins the football game, so I bought points going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else had like plus points.
We're gonna be riding together.
Situation. I mean, I don't need it as bad as you.
I need it bad.
I've got Texas minus 1.5 on the road, which I haven't seen a bunch of, but it's better than taking a money line. And I think if they do win, they're gonna win by 2. I also think they're better. This might be controversial. I think they have the better coach. I
agree.
know they have the better quarterback, but can the better quarterback who hasn't proved it really go on the road and prove it in this game? I don't know because of the Ohio State defense, but I think if they win by 2. I did not go to the Oregon spring game, but I kind of assume they smash Montana State.
You would think, whether it's the first, might not be in the first half, but second half probably.
I know Dan Lanning, known runner-upper on the other team, so I have a feeling he'll, if he wants to put 76 on him, he will. So I think they can win by 28. And I think South Carolina beats Virginia Tech, mostly because I don't have the slightest clue what goes on at Virginia Tech. Don't know where it's located other than Virginia. Don't know the coach. Don't know the quarterback. So give me Lenore Sellers and the boys.
Known dog.
And then on the other side, just some baseball. No runs first inning. Brewers, Blue Jays. Who's pitching? It's Shane Bieber for the Blue Jays. And I want to say Peralta for the Brewers.
Freddie, yeah.
So
I like that then.
I like those arms. And then no runs first inning. Mets, Marlins. It's Yuri Perez and somebody.
Both these games tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, and to prove your point, too, Casey, the Milwaukee Brewers are extremely tired right now. They've had, I forgot how many games in a row, so they definitely are in tune for a break because their offense is not producing. And, yeah, with Freddie on the mound, you feel like you can shut the Blue Jays down for the first inning.
No runs first inning.
I like it. All right.
Why not? And I'm not really trying to win. So I'm just trying not to lose, and I feel like I'm in a good.
I think you're okay not to
still
lose
in
this
striking
week.
distance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm just, I'm.
Yeah, you can go get him.
I'm not Dan Lanning, right? I'm not necessarily trying to run it up. I'm comfortable, finishing second.
But keep in mind, Brent, the winner gets to pick whether the loser has to go again with the dartboard thing or not. So if we don't like the result, the winner can go, nope, throw it again, and then boom, there you go.
All right.
So there's some incentive.
There is some incentive to get that W, and we'll see how we do. Go Ohio State, I guess is where all I should say. Hope they win by 10, right? Or at least, 5? Is that what that was? Let's take a break and come back and do our picks for the weekend because we've got a full slate of college football. We'll see where we land. I guess I know where Hamby's landing, at least in one of the games. We'll be back on the Brent and Austen Show from Front Porch Cafe and Creamery here until 1 o'clock out here in McClenny. High school football night as well. We're in Baker County. They love their high school football out here. We'll be right back.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
The game of the week coming up, University Christian. Bishop Kenny tonight, 7 o'clock kick. We'll have the full broadcast once again on ActionSportsJax.com, ActionNewsJax.com, YouTube channel for Action Sports Jax as well. And then at 8 o'clock, we switch the Action Sports 24/7 stream to our Friday night Zone Blitz, which is 4 more hours of high school coverage, including live look-ins at this game and 4 other games. So basically, find our platforms. You'll find 5 hours of high school football coverage. And we feel like we're doing it different than anybody else, and probably bigger and hopefully on the better side of anybody else. A lot of moving parts tonight, but we're looking forward to it. Okay, guys, how predictable were the 2024 Jags? This is what Daniel Griffiths gave us today, and this time he put data, fantasy points. So he wasn't talking about his own fantasy football team. So that's the source column, I believe. But anyway, this has been a topic. I remember going all the way back just how predictable they were. First read target percentage. We talked about that this week with Trevor Lawrence and why maybe that was. It was based on the scheme, 30-second in motion. I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Doug Peterson's offense was like 10th or 12th in motion. I don't know why that changed so much. Maybe some of the injuries last year. And then you look at what happened in defense. I think the biggest difference this year versus last year, talking man coverage all the time last year, talk zone coverage this year. Hopefully that will help increase some of the turnovers. You can see it all on ActionSportsJax.com. Everything Daniel Griffiths writing about, a different topic just about every day on ActionSportsJax.com about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brent Martineau here at Front Porch Cafe and Creamery. Word is they're putting some ice cream, in some containers for you guys. So I'm bringing back, what did I say? Cookie dough, cookies and brownies, and classic cheesecake, along with, for Casey, some kettle corn as well. So
nice.
Thanks, I don't just write checks. I bring things back.
I appreciate it.
Can we go back to
Austin will be long gone.
So will I. Can we go back to the graphic real quick?
Put it in the freezer and put my name on it, Brent.
Okay, good. We're going back to that graphic. Who the hell played corner for the Jags last year? Like, they were bad, right? Like, Tyson was hurt. Am I wrong about this?
Yeah. Jarian played nickel.
I would assume Jarrett.
Yeah,
Jarian Brown.
Nickel. Right. Okay, so this is my point. Why on earth were they first in press man?
I mean,
because that's just the way he played it.
That's
his
how
style,
Ryan Nielsen
right?
wanted to go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm asking why.
Oh, because Ryan Nielsen.
Yeah,
that's the answer. I mean, I don't know
that
what
is
to
the
tell
answer.
you.
I think.
That's
Remember,
outrageous.
Austin, we were begging for him. Do you remember when they actually played the Minnesota Vikings, guys? And they were like, are you really going to go play man coverage against the Vikings? Because if you had looked at the numbers of Sam Darnold going into that game, I think his numbers against man versus zone were like vastly different. And they actually ended up playing a bunch of cloud coverage in that game. And they had a good game against Sam Darnold in Minnesota. They actually had 3 of their turnovers in that game.
So real quick, Hammy, go and keep this up for a couple more minutes here because I want to break this stuff down. Because I think there's actually some things we can talk about real quick. So you talk about first read target, which means you had one read to make, Trevor. This was Doug Peterson's offense, and he essentially said, I'm going to take you by the hand, do what I say, and throw it to this guy. That's what that says to me in terms of those analytics. So when it didn't go well, because it was Doug Peterson calling the plays or whatever, a combination of Doug Peterson, Press Taylor, but like when your offense isn't producing and it's all because of the plays that you're calling, and maybe you feel like the quarterback isn't producing like you want him to, that's where the frustration comes from. Because this graphic right here shows that there was no room for Trevor to kind of play outside of himself. There's no room for Trevor to say, oh, this guy's open, let me hit him. No, it was you got to follow things what Doug Peterson's saying, and when he wasn't living up to that, Doug Peterson got upset. Now let's go to the bottom part of it. 32 in blitz percentage, heavy blitz. Well, what we were talking about last year is all about the interior pass rush. Right? It was non-existent. It was one of the Achilles heels of this defense. Well, how do you generate interior pass rush? You start blitzing, right? You start using more guys. We've seen more blitzing in the preseason. We've seen more stunts because who got home with it? I think your dude got home with it actually on one of the plays. Kaiser got home, but
You're talking about somebody the second?
Yeah, someone the second got home with like a stunt up
BJ
front.
Green. Yeah.
So we're seeing more stunts up front. We're seeing more blitzes up front in preseason maybe than we did the entire year last year. So it goes to show you guys in terms of course correction, because what's the thing with Liam Coen? Trevor's got to recognize, right? He's got to improvise now. He's got to see the first read, the second read, the third read. What we're seeing here is a direct course correction from what we saw last year.
Yeah, and just we'll have our sit down. The one that we were kind of close on. We'll have that for you next week, and you'll hear Trevor Lawrence talking about the schematic differences that possibly could have led to that first read percentage being so high in that scheme versus this scheme. All right, hey, let's get to our Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls picks of the week. MasonsLobster.com, by the way. 3 different locations, Fernandina Beach down in Durban, and the town center as well. Don't know what you're shaking your head at, but hopefully that means you're going over in the picks, Casey Kurtz. What are we doing here?
Well,
first off,
what I'm shaking my head is I played you, dog. I played you both, right? You come in here yelling at me saying, I don't know how to do my job, 100K by Wednesday. I knew there was content in there. And you said, hey, here's the full screen, check it out, and gone. And I'm like, no. Hold on. Somebody's going to give me something. And I thought it would be Austen, and it was. I just had to push you in that direction. And, by the way, known Harvard grad, Daniel Griffiths is a great retweeter. Anytime I tag that guy, retweets immediately with the little quote retweet. So you just got played. I don't know nothing about TV. Screw you. That's what I got.
I don't just get. I didn't get played. You just got paid to do that.
No. I saved that whole thing. You were just gonna brush off of it. I understand. We got to do the picks, right? And we will. But I knew there was something there, and you didn't want to explore if there was anything there, Brennan. Listen, it's okay. Once again, you're welcome. 100K by Wednesday.
All right, I'll go ahead and
Hamby, can we go?
Yep. Austen, with 8 minutes to go, we will get to our picks. So what we're going to do
plenty of time.
This year for our picks, we are not going to be competing against other shows. We're going to continue the competition within the show against each other, but we're going to do it a little differently. We're splitting up into teams.
This is Hamby's great idea. Just put some names in a hat and let me pick it.
So it'll be 2 of us versus the other 2 of us, which we're guessing will provide some more disagreements within teams. Will a team crack? We'll see. Depends on who's on which team. So in true sports style, we will fade and get Austen picking his teammate out of
dope.
a Georgia hat.
That a baby. That was nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
All right, Austen.
All right.
Who will your teammate be?
Oh, this is my teammate first I'm picking?
You are picking your teammate. Obviously, whoever you don't pick, they're our team as well.
You damn right, YB. Somebody pay Casey more money for real.
All right.
And I'm still going to be angry.
My teammate is going to be... This isn't fun. Yeah, Casey. We're going to dominate.
That's true.
All right, fine. All right, well, game's over, everybody. Sorry, Mason's Lobster Roll is not going to be much of a segment when me and Casey are going to be up by 25 games. But all right. You guys ready for the next ones?
Well, it's just Brent and I now.
It doesn't matter. It's Hamby and I.
Why is there 8 names in here?
He did it twice, so it's not just 3.
Yeah, so you couldn't just trust the process, man.
Okay.
If I just put 3 names in there,
trust the process.
I told you that.
Yeah, but I was confused.
That was cheap proof.
I'm confused. All right, Casey, me and you, man.
All right, then that's how it'll be. And by the way,
let's go.
We're going to make some other humans contribute as well. Let me finish explaining the bit, dude. We got time. Liv, Marcel, and Stuart will be a team.
So there'll be 3 teams.
We'll call them the bums from the sports office. All right.
Nice.
So we'll go against the spread on all of them except this first one because the spread is a half a point at this point, and that's scummy. So we'll just go straight money line, and that will be the well-discussed last segment, Texas, Ohio State, at Ohio State.
Oh, great.
You gentlemen can go first.
Well, I need Texas like freaking no tomorroay.
How much
and you
do you
have to have Ohio
Hamby?
State.
You know what? Quadruple down. Why don't you?
Yeah.
That aside, Brent, you can come with me that Texas is going to win this football game. It doesn't matter that they're on the road. Sark is the better coach. They have the better quarterback. This is an undersold storyline, at least for us. Ohio State has 2 new coordinators. Yes, they promoted from within offensively with Brian Hartline, the guy who gets every single 5-star wide receiving recruit there. But he is now not just their position coach. He is their OC. Never been an OC, or at least hasn't been in a very long time. And they bring Patricia back as their DC because their former DC, Jim Knowles, hightailed it to the competition, Penn State. I think that's a lot of new, even though Ryan Day's still there with a freshman quarterback. Brent, we got to go with Texas.
I hate this. It's a great game, by the way. Awesome game to start it. But, yeah, I already hate this. Like, I already don't like you, Hamby, right now. Like, picking that. I don't want to really come with you here. But they could win by a point, right? And I could still win the bets. I've got mental gymnastics going on.
No, I have them plus 3.5. I have them plus 3.5. So you would need Ohio State to win by 4.
To win by 4. Yeah. I'm going to veto power you, and we're going Ohio State.
That's not allowed.
That's not a thing. That's not a segment.
You guys are equals.
You guys are equals here, Brent. Figure it out, you two.
Now, for this one, somebody's going to make a decision. This is like going to dinner.
Okay,
I think Ohio State's going to win at home.
This is the bit. You guys got to talk it out.
That's fine. Honestly,
this
far into the season,
just talked it out. I listened.
Listen, we're at this point in the season. This is the final week for the bets for the month. This is only week 1 for the picks. I'll take Texas, and we'll take the L if it means that I win and beat Brent in the betting. So
I do like that approach.
That's all right. We'll take Ohio State for
Good
this.
approach.
Okay.
Texas.
I think Texas.
What do you guys have?
Yeah, we'll go Texas.
We'll go Texas.
Oh, yeah, it was great. Great for the bit.
I mean, what do you want us to do? Like, I think Texas is going to win.
Texas is going to win the game.
Yeah, like, what? You want us to break it down for you? What do you want us to hold your hand? Like,
I mean, what do you want me to do here?
Yeah, some of us right now are eating at Ruth Chris with our winnings from the Hard Rock bet, and some of us are, panhandling on the side of the street. So you tell us.
There you go. Alabama minus 13.5 at Florida State.
Y'all are first.
Alabama?
Bama.
Yeah.
Bama.
Alabama.
Bama.
I like Bama here, too.
Come on, Brent. Where you at?
You like them with the point? This is a points game, right?
Yeah.
Minus 13.5.
Yep.
Bama by 14. What we're saying.
I'm with that.
I'll come with you, Hamby, here. I actually think I'm almost like eyes half open for Florida State. I'd like to see this make a game. I have zero idea what to expect from FSU. So I don't want to put our picks on the line with it. I'd rather ride with Alabama here.
Florida Gators minus 45.5. Long Island University Sharks.
Gentlemen.
What do you guys got?
This should be a 55-point game. However, the first alert forecast says it's going to pour. And I've long been on the fact that Florida's offense might not be, 100% full go off the jump with all their injuries. I think I kind of like Florida win by like 40. I might take LIU plus the points.
Bert?
I kind of feel like Florida will try to make a statement here, but they might not be able to that degree.
LIU is barely a
45-0 lead. I know it, but they might win this game 63-7.
I don't know if LIU
they
will
really
score.
could because. Well, okay, 63-0 if that's the case.
All right, we take Florida. We're taking Florida.
I'll come with. You want Florida?
Yeah, let's take
Florida. There it is.
I think we pick LIU.
You think so?
Yes. If the rain's seriously a factor, DJ Lagway continues to get hurt. They're not going to put him in more.
Yeah, but they can pound the rock though, Casey. Like that's their MO. And
I'm
LIU has a Microsoft Paint for their logo.
I get it. You also have to factor in that Billy Napier does stupid stuff constantly.
Okay.
And there's no proof that he hasn't.
Okay.
And it's them two. We're going to squash them by the end of the year. I think we take a chance
good point.
here and go
Okay.
LIU.
That's cool. All right. See, that's how we get along.
LIU minus 45 or plus 45.5.
We have to roll. All right.
LSU Clemson minus 3.5.
Real quick, guys.
We have Clemson.
Clemson, I'll come with you.
You want LSU?
Kind of want to. I kind of want LSU.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
LSU. Virginia Tech, South Carolina minus 7.5.
I think South Carolina is going to make the playoffs, so I'm going to take them. I can't not take them.
I have South Carolina too.
We'll take South
I
Carolina.
I thought this was like 9.5, 7.5. We'll take an all day.
Okay, so we're both going South Carolina there. Notre Dame -2.5 at Miami.
Y'all first.
What do you think, Hamby?
I got Notre Dame.
I'll take Notre Dame.
I don't like Notre Dame.
We got Notre Dame.
With the brand new quarterback, I want the experience with Beck. I don't have Notre Dame in the playoffs, so I'm going to bet against them. I think they're going to lose this football game, even though they have the clearest path to playoff. I like Miami.
Notre Dame.
I'll come with you on Miami. Would go against these guys.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We got any more?
No, that's
it.
All right.
Those are good games. Some good games in there. That Miami Notre Dame game's a good one.
That's on Sunday.
Potentially.
That is on Sunday.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Well, that was a lot of fun, guys. Good luck this weekend. I'll bring the ice cream and the kettle corn. And everybody have a good long weekend. Back at it on Tuesday. Are you going to be out of town when we see you again next, Austin?
Yeah, I'm gone until Thursday. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'll be on the show. Just gone until Thursday. Casey, I know, man. I'm sorry.
So, okay.
Yeah. No, but I'll be what? I'll be part of the show. I just won't be here in person. Do you need me for something? Do I have to punch Brent in the face if he loses? What's the losing?
Well, I mean,
guy get?
I figured you'd want to be here to see that debacle.
Oh, I definitely want to see it. I'll be out of town.
Where are you going?
Colorado.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, anime stuff, man, and more stuff than that. But
all right, well, have a good trip. Everybody enjoy the weekend. We'll see you tonight. Go find some good ball art out there in Colorado.
You're sick,
hopefully,
bro.
we'll see some good ball tonight.
Nice
with our game of the week. Have a good one, everybody.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders. Through the recent merger partnership